One question for every playable character in Smash Bros. So back in March I had an idea. I like quizzes, especially the ones on Mias World. So what if I did one like that, but Smash? The Smash community didn't have much content like this, right? After I was basically done, I learned the little Z did something similar, and Panda basically only did this kind of stuff. Let's get started. Content notice, cursing in mildly sexual language. Content notice, accidental misgendering. Everyone here knew me before I came out, and some accidentally used male pronouns in this video. Content notice, misophonia. Tapping, coughing, and clanking can be heard in the video.
Careful not to pull up anything too lewd on your browser.
Andor, no! Andor, why the fuck are you using DuckDuckGo?
Because fuck you.
Well, that's lewd.
Alright,
I've heard a fucking duck. What is ridiculous?
Yes.
Hang on.
FBI, open up!
The most polite FBI agents.
Emperor's cute, Jero is edgy, Max is a twink, Dan is a spooky, scary skeleton, and Rhino is milk.
Rhino is...
Wait, what? Wait, why am I edgy?
Can we address the fact that Rhino is milk means that Rhino's a cannibal?
Wait, what?
Because drinking milk when you are milk. Look, some species, like sentient milk, just cannibalize. Like, it's nature.
Sure we do.
Humans are like the only ones that don't do that.
Sylvia dropping those hard, like, existential questions. Have you met yourself, Jero?
I'm sorry, who is nobody?
I'll explain the rules. I mean, who is nobody when you think about it?
Depends, do they have a heartless?
I have this.
I did Polly do 6. Okay, can I award channel points to someone? Anyways, so I guess let's introduce the people. Here's Dan.
My microphone just fell. Give me one.
That was Enigma. Here's Dan.
Hi.
Here's Jero.
Hello.
Here's Max.
Hello, Mario.
Here's Rhino.
Hello, I will be slightly more energetic once I have eaten.
And here's Zarek.
Hello.
Who's that?
I just realized the Discord voice thing on the stream is slightly clipping onto a Final Destination.
Yes,
Zarek is in the sky.
And here's me eating a Halls. Alright,
Is that an actual emote?
No, that was just me narrating my actual actions in physical space.
That we cannot see.
I just want your avatar to hold up halls.png.
I wish I had hands.
Here, I'm going to narrate my current actions.
So while he's standing here, yeah, the rules. So, there's going to be one question for every playable character, including the Echo Fighters and Transform characters in Smash. And mostly went by the fighter
character?
Like Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, so there's not one question for Pokemon Trainer, there's one question each for Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard.
Is there a question for the alternate colors that are actually separate characters, like the Koopalings and Alf?
No, it mostly just goes by fighter number.
Okay.
So, Pokemon Trainer has 3 numbers, Mii's have 3 numbers, Pyra and Mifra have 2 numbers.
They do?
Okay, because so I was worried about Daisy not having one because she's technically an Echo Fighter?
Including Echo and Transform characters.
I
would have one.
I was just curious about, like, the alternate colors.
So yeah, since there's over 85 questions, obviously I'm going to have some variety in what I'm asking. It's not all going to be like lore and shit.
We should probably have minimal interrupting you.
After most questions, additional trivia will be provided. All the questions will be multiple choice A to D, and nobody is playing 2. They get a point if none of you are correct.
Well, cool. If there's 6 of us, so if at least one of us chooses A, B, C, and D, nobody will get a point. Well, nobody will not get a point. Geeks and gamers of every age.
Does the audience get a slot? No.
Also, we don't think you guys can agree on anything.
Are we going in character order from Mario to Mii Gunner, or is it going to be like one is selected randomly? Because I feel like that would be more interesting.
Okay, selecting randomly would take way more coding. Also,
Not
Mii
really.
Gunner's actually like number 50 something. Special dedication. So this is my credits.
Cool.
3, 4,
I like
5,
how they're all
6.
on one slide and we don't have to wait 20 minutes.
Yes. I have 8 QA testers, 2 additional question design assistants, 2 stream design consultants, 1 artist, 3 beta testers. I didn't actually put her in the credits, but Meatball Girl also helped me with Japanese pronunciation for all the Japanese words in the quiz.
Oh, see, for a second,
I always forget the correcting the heathen tongue section.
I'm going to be honest. For a second, I thought the ones on the right were the dedications.
Should I keep the stream closed then? Because I have it up on my second monitor.
Just don't look at chat.
Oh, we don't want to look at... Okay.
Just in case they throw answers that influence you.
Bye, chat. I collapsed you.
Mario! I collapsed. Good damn.
Alright, number 1, Mario. Which is the full true story of Mario's last name? It was confirmed as Mario in the 1993 live-action movie, then A. Never acknowledged by Nintendo, B. He was confirmed anonymous in an interview, C. He was then reconfirmed as Mario in a later interview, or D. The last name Mario appeared in a game and then was reconfirmed in a later interview.
I
Buzz.
just put it in the chat.
Yes, put your answers in the chat, I guess, when you're ready. Do y'all want to be competitive? I could do, like, a timer, or, like, a verbal countdown, I guess.
I remember hearing something about this.
I guess you could just read off what people answered after.
Alright, so we've got 2 A's and 3 B's, and Enigma's still deciding.
Oh, I just couldn't find out where it was for a second. Give me a moment.
Well, Enigma has not told me, so as far as I'm concerned, he's still deciding. So we've got a 50-50 split of A's and B's.
No, we don't.
Right. Whatever.
Damn it, that was my first guess, but I didn't second guess myself.
So he was So Miyamoto originally confirmed Mario to be anonymous in a 2012 interview with Game Informer, then changed his stance at some point prior to his Super Mario Bros. 30th Anniversary Festival in 2015. During this event, he stated Mario and Luigi both have the last name Mario.
So it's Mario?
Yes.
Yeah, Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Do you have a source for this?
I did not make a citations page, no. These are 2 events. You can look it up. So, Rhino and Dan said A, everyone else said B.
My first guess was C, but then I second guessed myself.
I second guessed myself too.
That's what you get for second guessing.
I was second guessing because, like, I knew about this, but I thought this happened before he was confirmed anonymous, so I was like, this is a trick question, or my memory's failing me.
Well, your memory did fail you.
Donkey Kong!
So nobody got...
Donkey Kong's got no hardships with sharing the spotlight with his family, with even the DK rap being about his extended family.
Ooh,
Which is Falling is not a real line of a DK rap. But this Kong's
No,
one hell of a guy. Inflate himself just like a balloon. If you pick her, things can't go wrong. Or with his pistols out, he's one tough Kong.
Zarek.
I don't know.
Right then.
Alright, so everyone said C except for Zarek and Enigma who said B.
The line is, if you choose her, you'll not go wrong.
Choose wrong, but close enough.
Okay, I'm sorry. You have immediately discredited yourself, Andorp. You called Tiny Dixie.
That's true.
Did
You
I?
have failed.
Donkey
Yes, you
Kong!
did. That is
You eight
Tiny
testers,
Kong.
where were you?
yeah.
Whatever. Oh, my head!
Mission failed. We'll go next time.
Okay.
Enigma. And nobody. Nobody does not get a point. But I made one mistake in like 90 questions, maybe.
Oh,
You're about to... We're about to figure out how accurate that is.
Alright, number 3.
His-
Breath of the Wild is an absolutely massive game, but was originally going to be even more massive. Which of these was removed, but still has holdovers in the game?
Ooh, I don't know that actually.
A. Underwater exploration. B. An even larger map. C. Floating islands. Or D. Traditional dungeon. Also, I just realized I can, like, put your answers in here. I'll figure out a better way to format it.
For the record, you don't have to follow the leader.
I know that.
bitch, I led you before.
I mean, if you're going to go that cooperatively, you can always just, like, verbally discuss.
This is one that I just straight up don't know, so I'm kind of just guessing.
Yeah,
Same.
I kind of just guessed to see what would be the most logical thing.
I see no one guessed B.
Not-
Yeah, I thought all of these would be viable except B.
Yeah.
I feel like B is like definitely not going to be the case because it's like at the time the game was released, it was like the largest map in any open world game, Minecraft excluded.
Y'all keep saying this. Watch, it's gonna be B somehow.
It's not going to be B.
The
I know
answer
that
is
for-
A. While the
Okay.
water texture
second
hides
guessed
it during
myself.
normal gameplay, areas have coral, animated and swimming fish, and even fully functional underwater lighting.
You
He's
didn't
also
actually
say
say
in an interview
what we
that the
picked.
sequel, then known only as Breath of the Wild 2, is mostly composed of ideas that were cut from a base game, so these features may see use in a future game.
Yeah,
And
I
So
I,
angry that I second guessed myself.
I remembered that, and that's why I guessed the floating islands. Plus, also in hero mode, there's like the floating platforms with treasures on them.
Well,
Why do
Zarek
you
gets
sound
the point.
subdued next?
Yay.
To
Because
quickly,
my roommate is doing an interview.
So I'm the only one with no points. Got it.
Ah, got you.
I almost went with the floating islands because I was just being too hopeful on.
Don't feel too bad, Enigma. Some of us only really we're still early on in the game.
think
With three
about it this way,
questions in.
Enigma. You're only 1 point worse than the top player.
That wasn't a joke. That's just fact.
I know it's a fact. I just don't know how to take it.
Well, question
We're
number
still
4
early
then,
on,
so you
that's
don't
what-
have to think about how to take it.
Samus.
The Samus Aran is an unparalleled bounty hunter and genealogical nightmare. Which of the following species does Samus not have the DNA of?
Wait, what? She has the DNA of multiple things?
Yes.
I love that comic.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Fuck.
So, this is the art that I mentioned in the credits. I reached out to 2 other artists for different art for different questions. They never responded.
I don't even know what some of these are. I'm gonna just go with my gut on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
since
torn between two. Fuck.
which one does she not have? Shozo DNA, human DNA, Metro DNA, or X-Parasite DNA?
You said Metro?
Clearly, those hips are all Metro.
Metroid.
I might have said.
I heard
might have-
Metro.
I might have said it wrong, but I meant Metroid.
Her great grandfather was a train station.
Look, I have a holes in my mouth. I can't speak perfectly.
She has the strength of a train
Why do you have
station.
holes in
It's
your
in her
mouth?
DNA.
Halls.
I'm gonna go with this. I'm pretty sure.
It's D. X-Parasite.
Okay. Good.
Samus does not actually have X-Parasite DNA within her. She can merely absorb them for energy due to her Metroid DNA.
I
So
thought it was
honestly,
a
I'm
trick
trying to
question.
remember. Okay, so it's her Metro DNA that allows her to do that. I was just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
And that was given to her in fusion. She didn't have it prior to that.
I
Can
thought it was
ask
a trick.
something then?
I thought it was
Okay,
a
so
trick.
that was
Ask
part-
questions.
Yeah. Because
What
she.
the fuck is a Chozo?
That's the thing that
Bird
raised her.
people.
Bird
It's the,
people.
it's the bird people who originally gave her the ability to curl up into a ball.
I thought it was a trick question, and she wasn't actually part human at all. She was just humanoid.
She was full human. She's
Yeah,
full
that,
human.
that's why I put
She
that
was
in
I
there.
full
say full
human.
human, but
Full human.
So actually, in my testing, people who have no idea actually perform worse than 1/4 of the time. Because I guess I made the trick answers on some questions that good.
oh dear.
Huh.
Anyways, number 5.
Dark
Or
Samus.
number 4, Echo. Fuck.
Number 43?
Dark Samus is an antagonist originating in the second-party Metroid Prime games, being Living Phazon. Which Metroid Prime game sold the fewest copies?
Ooh.
Metroid Prime, Prime 3 Corruption, Prime Hunters, or Prime Trilogy.
I didn't know there was a Prime trilogy.
It was for the Wii, when
Turns
the other
out,
ones were for the
Prime
GameCube.
Trilogy is not in fact a trilogy of games, but instead one game just called Prime Trilogy.
I will say it is actually a trilogy of the previous 3 games.
No, my idea
haven't-
was funnier.
It was.
I'm gonna go with what my brain. I'm gonna go with what my brain is thinking. What my gut here? Brain and gut.
Alright, Max.
Wait, make up your mind. Is it your brain or your gut?
Both.
Make up your mind. Is it your brain or your gut?
Yes.
Yes. The correct answer is
Hey!
Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Ah!
No, Jero, it's D.
I said D.
You said A.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I knew it was low. I didn't think it was low. I didn't think it was higher than trilogy. Damn.
It was slightly higher than trilogy by the looks of it.
Honestly, I was torn between C and D, and I went with D because C is a DS game, and that's like the best-selling system.
Was it?
So I think it's like only beaten out by PlayStation 2 or something.
Mono, I think the reasons Hunters sold as well as it did was because it had an initial rush, as opposed to Trilogy where people already owned it. Anyways, guess who's getting a phone call? Because fuck me.
Time for intermission.
Let's
I'll
find
buy
out.
you
Alright,
dinner
here,
first.
Here, guys. I'll keep
I
with
guess.
going.
Pikachu.
While I'm going.
Damn it.
Who's that Pokemon? A. Pikachu. B. Pikachu.
It's Clefairy.
Pikachu. Or D. A Jigglypuff seen from above.
Actually, it's E. Clefairy.
No, E's right here.
E, are you a Clefairy?
No.
Damn it.
E
I
is
wanted the
E.
answer to be sometimes.
I was I was hoping the answer would be once.
I know better now.
He was Bill the whole time.
I think in the Let's Go games, the Pokemon that Bill merged with was a Nidorino.
Freaking Dan. Okay, Dr. Membrane.
Oh, you actually got that. That's good.
I love debating them. Are you kidding me? The sharks were my friends. I know better now.
Alright, you should soon see an uptick in my energy as I have eaten, and I am going to my chair.
Nice.
If you fall asleep.
I was
Chair is
was
very
asleep.
comfy.
I was just I was gonna be making a joke like 2 seconds later you just hear a thud of him falling asleep face first on the desk.
Alright, I'm going to my chair now, and I promise I won't fall up.
Nah, Zarek, unfortunately that's not possible, as my chair is a recliner.
I was just expecting the SpongeBob, just like one note of the clarinet.
You know what? Here, I know how to entertain the chat.
Oh boy. Not again? I'm going to kill you. Slowly.
The funny part is, for a bit there, he was actually doing like the end of the song.
He was. Not anymore.
Hello, Mario.
Always
That's what
curious
we were
he's gonna
into
end it
that.
with.
I repeat, I am going to kill you. Slowly.
I return.
Alright, we were about to go on a Monster Hunter lore spiel, but this'll do.
Number 5 will do.
Yoshi!
First appearing in Super Mario World, Yoshi comes in all sorts of colors, especially in Yoshi's own games. Which color of Yoshi appears in the original Yoshi's Island? Brown, orange, white, or pink? A quick heads up, brown is also correct actually, and Dan realizes this. I think possibly my wires got crossed in my head when I was writing this question. Dan with a quick answer on that. Okay, everyone chose D. And the color is... You're all correct. It's pink.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that not white right there too? In brown?
No, this is
Oh,
for
this is
Yoshi's
something
Island
else.
DS.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the artwork for DS.
I believe
Okay.
the
Also, I
original-
think
Because every
Okay,
color
so-
I listed...
Wait, so every
for
color except brown
in
appears in
DS.
Yoshi's Island DS, but brown is right there. What the fuck?
That's
That's
a black Yoshi.
that's Black
Oh, it's-
Yoshi.
Oh, my bad.
Orange didn't appear in the original Yoshi's Island. Go back to those choices, actually.
Okay, but we can't take all this time on every question.
Alright, yes, number 6.
Orange Yoshi, first appearance, Game & Watch Gallery 3. Okay, this isn't gonna help.
Kirby. Kirby is a voracious little blob who can copy the powers of swallowed foes. How many different copy abilities has Kirby had in the Kirby series? By
Oh,
name,
Jesus Christ.
Mixed and super
God, I
copy
don't
abilities
even
don't count.
know.
42,
Jeez.
70, 85, or 109?
Come on, why is this not...
So the upgrades from Forgotten Land don't count.
I kept hitting Control C
No.
and Control V into like Shift C.
I feel like A and D are too little and too high.
A is definitely too little. D, I don't know about being too high.
Dan, is not an answer.
I know.
Honestly, I'm gonna go B because they reuse a lot of them. They usually only add like
I'm going with my gut. Yeah, I'm going B.
they only add a couple every new game if they add any.
Okay,
Alright,
so half go for B, half go for C.
so half of you are correct. It's B. Fire and burning are two different copy abilities, apparently.
Yeah,
Most Kirby games
Yeah.
specifically have either 8 or 25 copy abilities plus minus 2.
Wait,
That's
really?
give or take.
They either have a tiny array or a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't count the upgrades, Kirby in the Forgotten Land has like 10 at most.
Huh.
Yeah, after Forgotten Land was released, I looked it up to make sure that was still accurate.
I will say I think one of my favorites is still Mike. Whenever Kirby just goes disco.
That's when he
Is it-
gets the mohawk and does the final one before you have to look for another power, right?
Yeah, but it's not the first one. I know that.
No,
much.
I mean, the first one, he's a coach. The second one is the one you mostly see where he's got the headphones and the mic. Then the third one is he's got the stand and the mohawk whenever he does the final.
Disco.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Disco.
Okay.
Number 7.
Anyway,
The Star Fox series is one of the few Nintendo franchises with an ongoing plot and has split into timelines at the end of Star Fox Command. In one
Wait,
timeline,
what the fuck? Is that picture canon?
Yes, it's also low res because it was on a DS.
Wow.
In one timeline, Fox is a child with Crystal. What's this child's name? Maverick,
I mean, it's...
Maurice, Marcus, or Michael?
Oh, I feel like I've heard this before.
These two answered before I even finished talking.
Here's my reasoning for this. Like, I feel like I've heard this before, but also, Michael is too plain, Maverick is too on the nose for what Star Fox is, and Maurice is Sonic's name.
You do know that freaking Top Gun has a guy named Maverick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revving up the engine.
I don't know, but...
Yeah, it's like the main character's name.
Dan
People do that.
Dan and Zarek said A, everyone else said C.
It was Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus is only born in the Goodbye Fox ending where the two retire from piloting and live out a peaceful life.
Okay, so why is Falco still in that picture?
Because
Probably one of Pepe's kids.
How old? Pepe's ancient. What the hell?
Yeah, because I think
men
in
stay
that
virile
one,
longer than women.
because I think if I remember correctly, in that ending, Falco is pretty much like the Pepe of that freaking group. Like he's the overseer.
And
He's like,
he's
I'm here
still
to
got a
sit in my
fake
chair
leg.
and tell you you're not good enough.
Stay on side, I'm on your side.
Alright, number 8.
Pikachu!
Pikachu,
There he is.
as the series mascot, has had many event releases which have normally unobtainable moves. Which move has never been given to an event Pikachu? Hold Back, Wish, Sing, or V-Create?
Oh, I know two
Just
of
clarifying,
these
this is just
event
specifically
moves.
for
Hi,
Pikachu.
Spur.
Right? I guess my question will go unanswered.
It's
Go
specifically
ahead.
for event Pikachu, yeah.
Yeah, event Pikachu. None of these a normal Pikachu can learn.
Yeah.
Still remember surfing and flying Pikachu back in the days of Pokemon Yellow, which were neat as shit.
The
I'll say
answer
kind of
is V-Create. V-Create is the event-only signature move of Victini. However, they also once distributed a Rayquaza with V-Create due to it winning a popularity poll in 2012. So to make a long story short, I actually used the Cerebi event Pokemon decks to check this question. However, Max disagreed, and so I will try to go back to the source, but I found that the Pikachu I saw that had Hold Back was apparently removed. So in fact, Hold Back and the V-Create were both correct answers. Moving on. Number 9.
Luigi!
Luigi is considered the Eternal Player 2, although it was not long into his history that he first scored a starring role in Mario is Missing, an educational game. What subject did Mario is Missing teach about? Science and math, world history and geography, computers and software usage, or laws and etiquette?
I feel like Mario is Missing was too early on in the life of computers, comparatively, for there to be a computers course in the game.
Then why'd you say C?
You just said
Oh,
the thing and then argued why it couldn't be the thing.
I read it as what subject did Mario is Missing not teach about. Sorry.
Nope, it's only about one subject.
Okay, I'm going to delete that and re-answer then.
You can do that? You can delete? Okay, I guess you can delete. Okay.
You can delete your own messages and text chats.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
I can technically delete everyone's messages. Hey
Considering
Dan.
he's the host.
Hey Dan. Why
Please
didn't you answer yet? Dan said yes. Dan said B.
I have it, yes.
I'm putting it
Okay.
back in.
Okay, sorry. Okay, if it's what they did teach about, then
Alright,
I watched the video of it, so I remember.
You know what? I'm taking the bullet here.
Bab C.
Alright, so unless it's laws and etiquette, someone's getting a point.
Right, so
World history and geography.
Okay, yeah.
The game revolves around Luigi learning about various landmarks throughout the world in order to get the keys needed to progress in Bowser's castle.
I
I remember watching a video about it. So
The fact that he has to do that to get keys, that's
Also-
the part that really trips me up.
Also, has he considered turning around?
wasn't it like a game where he had like that Ouija, that really dead stare?
That's from Mario is Missing, I believe.
Alright, number 10.
Ness!
In Earthbound, when naming Ness, there's a don't care option that gives you one of several random names. The Japanese version had more inspired choices than the English localization, with unusual or referential names. Which of these translate names is not among them? Mario, John, Hat, or Don't Care? I think more games need to have the don't care option.
Also, Endo, I just checked. I think there's about 10 years things. You need to delete their message.
I can't actually do that myself. I need a mod to do it.
What?
Because of...
Why can't you do it?
Because I
You should
don't
be
have
able
Twitch
to.
open anywhere.
Oh.
I only have stream elements, which doesn't let you do moderation actions.
Weird, because I had to mine up on OBS.
Max here, like, not only do I have to answer questions, but I have to squash bots in your chat too.
I will admit, I'm torn between two, but like I recently played the start of this, and I feel like Mario was not one of the options.
Yeah, but this is for Japan, right?
Which of these translated names is not among them?
Yeah.
Well, everyone's put in an answer, so
Oh, hang on. I've totally misread that. I'm changing my answer real quick.
which answer do you choose
Actually,
now? D.
I switched from A to D.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I've actually missed
It's
that.
D!
Damn it.
Yeah.
John is meant to be a reference to John Lennon of Beatles, and hat is a reference to him wearing a hat.
Yeah, I really.
Well,
Yeah.
duh, you only get 5 characters. Why didn't we choose the one with 8?
Yeah, I was reading it wrong, and I was very confused, and I was like, I definitely didn't see.
I was
Mario.
literally just about to say that I misread that one, but you didn't give me time. Okay.
Tay, did you just walk in and say D's nuts? Why would you do that?
Cause D's nuts.
Hit you.
Okay.
God damn it.
Also, Max changing his answer at the last moment to stop nobody from scoring. Number 11.
Captain Falcon!
Captain Falcon is considered a main character F-Zero franchise, but which game was the first one where we saw Captain Falcon and not adjust his vehicle during gameplay? So, in which of these games can you actually see him while you're driving?
Question: Does gameplay include the character select screen? Because that is technically gameplay.
I'll be honest, I don't remember if that matters, or if I thought about it when writing this question.
I don't remember if I cared.
Well, I just want to base it off of what you just said of when you're driving, because you just did say that.
I'm gonna cover my bases.
Also, I'm glad no one immediately brought up how GX is sideways to match all these other boxes.
I'll be honest. I just kind of glanced at that, and I was like, yeah, that looks like an F-Zero game.
I thought it made sense just to fit.
Okay, Max says A if character select screen, C if not.
So basically, if you counted the character select screen, my guess is A. Otherwise, I guess C.
I just had
So,
to say it out loud
you wanna
'cause
know
I don't
something,
wanna write
Max?
that.
You want to know something, Max?
Everybody's wrong, aren't we?
Well, for the first F-Zero game, there is no character select. You just select the machine.
Well, first F-Zero had Captain Falcon depicted in the instruction booklet. He is not in the game itself. And while BS F-Zero Grand Prix 1 and 2 depict the drivers inside vehicles, they're third-party games, so none of the drivers are from other games in the series.
So it was C?
Yeah,
Great.
so
I'll give Max a point.
especially because you don't even get to see the character. You only get to see their machine, so you don't even get to see Captain Falcon in that one period.
Says it was F-Zero X. This is a nice old Captain Falcon from the instruction booklet.
Wow, so much
got
about
a
him
gun.
is changed. He does.
Fun fact, in canon, there's been 3 people to hold the title Captain Falcon. It's like being one for all.
And only Captain Falcon can pass along the name of Captain Falcon to you.
Yeah, I remember that from Death
Say
Battle.
I, Captain Falcon.
Tay, it doesn't actually matter because there were no characters in character select screen in the first game. Number 12.
Jigglypuff!
Jigglypuff was, for a time, the most popular Pokemon in Japan. What does its Japanese name mean? Hypnotic Balloon Singer, Pudding, Popstar, or Pinky?
Guys, why?
What up?
What?
Okay, before Indoor continues,
Jared hasn't answered yet, so
Okay, so
continue your sentence.
those are katakana. Those are just syllables.
Alright, everyone please be quiet.
Pudding!
It's an English loan word!
Yeah, okay, here's the thing about katakana. They're not necessarily all syllables, they're all sounds. So I believe for that one, as an example, it's pu, r, and in, essentially.
Pudding, right.
Yep, that's how you'd anglicize it, is Purin.
Yeah,
Jigglypuff's popularity is why it
I
had
knew
such a
that.
large presence in the earlier seasons of the anime.
And I still got it wrong, damn it.
Only 2 people got it right.
yeah, it was pretty much 33% that someone was getting it right. Unless it was A, in which case...
No one was getting it.
There's no way it was A.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been A ever.
Alright, number 13.
Peach!
She holds the world record for a female character to appear in the most video games. Which of the following games does she not appear in? Minecraft?
Wait,
Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix? Paper Mario Sticker Star? Or Mario and Sonic of the Olympic Games, the first one? Beijing 2008. Man, they've been going to the Olympics for a long time. Most of my life.
I feel so confident about one answer, but
He put down B and then deleted it.
I feel like I've seen Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix enough to know that she doesn't appear in the story, but I don't know if she's like an unlockable character or something.
Well, while you muse about it, other people are putting in B.
All I know is that's A or B, because I'm fairly certain she was in C, and she's definitely in D.
She's definitely in. I know. I'll give you guys this. She is definitely in Sticker Star, and I'm fairly certain she's in Olympic Games. Minecraft, I feel like they would have given. Yeah.
I'm fairly certain Peach was used as a
I'm not
demonstration.
entirely certain about that one, so.
I'm fairly certain Peach was used as a demonstration.
Like
for
I know it would only be for Nintendo games that she would have an official Minecraft skin, if anything, but I don't think it's.
I'm curious if Androp's gonna be like, the answer is A because she was only in Minecraft Switch Edition or something like that.
I did
Yeah,
not
but that's
do
still an
something like
official
that.
skin pack. That would still be an official skin pack, and it's noted.
I will say, if Minecraft is the correct answer, that means she's in no version of Minecraft.
I will go create a pixel art Peach just to prove you wrong.
Zarek, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just debating because I'm going through all the packs that I was played up to for Minecraft. She's not in any of those ones, from what I remember, because I have not remembered them releasing a Mario pack.
Do you have it for Switch?
I do not have it for Switch.
They did release a Mario pack, I know that for sure.
Everyone said B except Dan.
Pudding!
Whoops. It's B.
Pudding!
Peach has appeared in 121 games based on county games listed on a page on the Mario Wiki. And that does include the newest one.
What's the newest one?
I don't know, I thought everyone would just remember... I don't remember the name of it exactly.
Soccer game?
Strikers?
Yes, that one.
Strikers?
Strikers.
Yeah. Okay, so it was DDR, okay.
Number 13, Echo.
Daisy!
While not as popular as Peach, Daisy also appears in over 80 video game titles. How many years was it between her first appearance in Super Mario Land and her first playable appearance in Mario Tennis?
Oh, I've heard about this.
5, 7, 9, or 11 years.
It
We got Baba.
Between the Game Boy and Nintendo 64 was definitely less than 11 years. Like I'm pretty sure like 11 years after the Game Boy's release, they were doing GameCube by that point. Because Game Boy was like 90s?
Yeah, but if I could point something out, Max, that might not be Game Boy Color.
I know it's original Game Boy, but that's still 90s.
Now I'm wondering, like, what the time gap is between the first ever Game Boy game released and the last ever N64 game released.
I'll look it up when we're done this.
Or it might, or it might just pop up after this question is done.
Trying to.
Congratulations, Tate.
You should know this, Gerald. Mario Tennis was Waluigi's first appearance.
I know that, but I was focused on Luigi, not Daisy.
I don't care about the bitch. I care about the man with the rose.
Tell you what year did Mario Tennis come out? You should know that.
Yellow brunette Peach.
Yeah, I don't think of that, because I don't remember Super Mario Land. If it should be like that, then it should
I'm
be.
heavily debating on changing
Oh!
it, but I'm not.
Fuck!
Alright, Jared's going for the largest number with D, and nobody's looking very point hungry over there. The answer is 11 years.
It was launch title for the Game Boy. That's why I went 9. I didn't think it would go double digits.
I didn't think it was a launch title.
It was.
I remember it from Chugga's Let's Play for April Fools. He mentioned how short it was, and John would constantly tell him, launch title for the Game Boy.
I don't know how that mistake happened.
Do you know how you call Tiny Kong Dixie? Because it's probably along those lines.
Damn!
Actually, that's 4
different,
mistakes we found so far. I am keeping track of this.
Shut up, next question.
Dude,
Bowser is one of the biggest bads around, his most common plot being to kidnap and usually marry Princess Peach. His reasons for doing so has been iterated on over years, which of the following has never been stated as his motivation for kidnapping the princess. He has a crush on her and doesn't know how to express it in a healthy way. He wishes to deny Mushroom Kingdom access to Peach's powerful magic. He wants Bowser Jr. to have a good mother and thinks Peach is the ideal candidate. Or he wants to consolidate for kingdoms to rule over more land.
Question.
Okay, so...
Real quick, sorry, I just need to ask this because this might actually change my answer. You're only going for the games, right? You're not bothering with the cartoons?
I'm going for all official Nintendo sources.
That does not answer my question.
Pretty sure that includes the cartoons too.
Shit. I'm probably gonna screw myself over with this, but I'm changing my answer.
I know that C was from Sunshine.
yeah, that's definitely something that happened.
Well, here's the thing. It's not necessarily that he wants Peach to be Bowser Jr.'s mother. He just lied to Bowser Jr. that Peach was his mother in order to get Bowser Jr. to help him.
But in the end, Junior did note that he knew in the end she was never his mother.
Yeah, but like
More
I'm
water
pretty
for
sure,
me.
I think it's never actually said like I want Peach to be Bowser Jr.'s mother as one of his reasonings for doing what he does. I don't think that is the case.
All right.
I don't think he's ever actually used that.
So almost everyone.
Alright, then
went B.
I will change my answer to C then. But
So no
Max,
one's going A?
Correct.
Dan, I'm basing this off of the fact that I think D is from the cartoons, so be careful.
So let's reveal the answer. It's C. Well, while often repeated mimetically, this description has never been used as a reason for kidnapping Peach in
Damn it.
official media. Even in Sunshine, his motivation for his son isn't clearly defined. Marriage's most common motivation, while consolidating land is used in a Super Mario Adventures comic, and denying the magic is the reason in the original Super Mario Brothers.
I knew the last thing. I didn't know the other
Yeah, I knew
part.
the last one. I got the frickin'
Yeah,
The
we
cartoon,
knew-
the cartoon definitely had an episode where he had that as a motive, but
yeah, and it's obvious Bowser has always had a crush. That's basically what Odyssey was about. He wanted to marry her, and he didn't know how to do so in a proper way.
I thought that was before specifically consolidating the land.
yeah,
That's what I honestly thought of as part of the original reason, and that just helps also deny the Mushroom Kingdom of her magic.
So yeah, hey, Dan, you would be your second guessers.
Thank you.
Specifically, they had to deny of magic because she could cure toads being turned into bricks,
Yeah, I remember that.
which are worth
Meanwhile, we
100
destroyed
points
the bricks.
whenever you break them. Anyways, next with
As a
that
note, I
knowledge-
think
next question.
As a
fine,
note,
but-
I think that was the reason they would give you power-ups, because when you hit them, you break the curse.
The original Ice Climbers for the NES actually got censored for North American release due to a depiction of senseless violence. Which of the following animals got replaced by something else? Dogs or wolves, other humans, seals, or mountain goats?
I just recently came across this.
Team Green going hard on the sea.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's C because like they're carrying hammers and they fight seals. That's plus also those like things that are actually on the screen right now. Those could easily be replacements for seals.
Seals! And yes, those did replace the seals. But they turned them into yetis.
And I actually know the
Donkeys.
whole reason because of this, because I actually did come across this not too long ago, if you want to hear the reasoning.
I'm curious.
Because
will
seals
let-
were becoming endangered?
The reason they censored it is because they didn't want to promote the seal hunting, or baby seal hunting. That was the whole reason, or part of the reason, from what I remember.
There's a reason the term clubbing baby seals is a thing in North America.
Which it wasn't.
Anyways, on a less depressing note,
Sheek.
Sheik is the enigmatic figure that helps Link in Ocarina of Time before revealing that he is, in fact, Princess Zelda. This was cruelly spoiled by a transformation mechanic the characters had in the Smash Bros. Series. Why were they separated in Smash 4? The devs wanted to be unburdened by having a balanced duo character. Sakurai felt custom move mechanic worked better if the two were separated. Sheik had an appearance in the Zelda series as their own character between Brawl and Smash 4, or the 3DS could not handle the additional hardware burden imposed by the changing characters. And three
Hello?
people answered before I finished that, because those were kind of long answers.
Okay, I just had a massive internet lag there.
Twink Link is... I want it. I guess that's what Pinkle is, you know, the pink-haired Link.
No, Pinkle is the pink-suited Tingle.
Tingle's cousins. Tag yourself. I'm David Jr.
Alright, Rhino, do you dare say something that's not D?
Everyone says D.
Well, everyone is correct. This
Yep,
is
I had
also
a
why
feeling.
Ice Climbers, Squirtle, and Ivysaur were excluded from Smash 4. Even Smash Ultimate, Transformation and Duo characters receive reduced detail to limit their hardware burden. Except Pyra and Mithra, who only have one set of animations. One, body type.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Charizard
just
being the
ruled.
reason... I remember Charizard getting his own spot was because it would be a burden to keep switching between Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard, so they just made Charizard his own character.
Also, it bothers me that you use the actual Sheik art from Smash Bros. Brawl, but like fan art for Zelda.
Is that fan art?
That's not her Smash Brawl render.
Okay, this was one
No,
image.
but it's
I
your
just
Twilight
assumed
Princess.
it was correct without checking.
Sorry, not fan art, but like you didn't use the Smash Bros. Brawl render is what I mean.
Yeah, I honestly did not even consider checking to see if this random image I found that had Shiek and Zelda next to each other used the model from Smash instead of somewhere else.
And the
It's still
Pokemon
Shiek
trainer
and Zelda.
and the Pokemon trainer one is color corrected. The saturation
Next question.
is raised.
Zelda.
Zelda holds the Triforce of Wisdom, 1/3 of the sacred Triforce left behind by golden goddesses. Which goddess gave the world the Triforce of Wisdom? Feror, Nehru, Ordona, or Din?
This is kind of a trick question, I think.
Well, I mean, like, each of the golden goddesses gave one piece of the Triforce, basically.
Which
Or
means
four?
one of them is not an actual goddess.
Yeah, I was about to say, who the fuck is Ordona?
Ordona is from Twilight Princess. I won't say what they do, but they are from Twilight Princess.
Alright, once again, everyone said,
Jero hasn't answered.
Yeah.
yes, I was about to say everyone said the same answer except for a person who's last, who then says the same answer.
Yep. Furore gave courage.
Nehru is the goddess of wisdom, responsible for creating the skies. That's why wisdom is depicted as blue in the lore of the series.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was
Din
saying it
gave
was-
power and carved the mountains, while Furore gave courage and sprouted the green land.
And
So which
Ordona is a lake spirit from Twilight Princess.
So which one?
Indeed they is.
Which one has this
Toes.
triangle in the center?
There is. It's just how the.
I know.
That's how the Triforce was made.
Also, I thought it was a trick question because technically they didn't give individual pieces of the Triforce. They just all together gave the Triforce.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could have worded it better, but...
Yeah, no, it's fine either way. I was just stating that because I was like, this might be a trick question.
So, Dr. Mario games became so well known that eventually the oft-criticized Dr. Puzzle game Dr. Mario World was made. Which of the following is not a doctor in Dr. Mario World? Metal Dr. Mario, Dr. Baby Wario, Dr. Goomba Tower, or Dr. Dolphin?
If there is a Dr. Dolphin, I want to see a picture of it.
I will say, I do show a picture of all the real ones.
Good. Because that means no matter what, we're going to see something great.
I
Metal
actually...
Dr. Mario to it, instead of being made of metal, be like a metal band person.
That would be the best.
Just Mario with like long hair and spiked wristbands.
Mushroom the Kingdom, are you ready to rock?
It is Metal Dr. Mario. As support to the game was
So
ended in
sad
November
now.
2021, Metal Dr. Mario is only represented in the Super Smash Bros. Series. Enjoy these other real doctors from the game as I adjust score.
There's a Dr. Nabbit. Why Dr. Nabbit?
As a fun fact,
Dr. Nabbit gonna steal your lungs?
there is a metal Dr. Mario in Dr. Mario 64.
I
Yeah,
am
this is
so
Dr.
mad.
But seriously, is
I'm
is
so
Dr.
mad.
Nabbit just going to steal your lungs or something?
I'm sorry. I'm so mad that Dr. Why does Dr. Dry Bowser exist? He died. He can't be that kind of doctor.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
By the way,
Dr. Gooba Tower has the sleeves.
by the way, the freaking Dr. Waluigi is also thing in this, and I love it.
Dr. Baby Wario should not exist.
I agree. Baby
Also, why
Wario
Goomba
was
Tower?
enough.
Why Goomba Tower, though?
I enjoy the fact they have the original 8-bit Dr. Mario.
Here's the funny thing. I read those, and I knew for a fact Dr. Goomba Tower existed. I definitely heard of that.
Yeah.
Like,
And Dr. Dolphin
I
did
know,
exist. That was
Definitely did
my
Dr.
favorite is Dr.
Tower.
Dry Bowser, but the one I disbelieve most is Dr. Dolphin.
Why do you
What's wrong
disbelieve
with Dr.
Dr. Dolphin?
Dolphin!
Dr. Dolphin did not go to med school and get his degree for you to say you don't believe in him.
Fair point. I rescind my statement. Number 19.
Good.
Pichu.
In Pokemon, Pichu doesn't take recoil damage from every Electric-type move. It does, however, learn moves that it cannot learn once evolved, as baby Pokemon are designed to do. Which move can Pichu learn by leveling up, but Pikachu cannot in Generation 8?
Okay,
Oh,
and
fuck.
this is where I'm gonna have to say, hang on. Pikachu doesn't learn Nuzzle by leveling up.
So on the stream, I originally thought this was another mistake by Cerebi, but actually looking back, I think I took it from Pokemon DB, and there's where the problem is. While it's listed under moves you can learn by leveling up, because it's listed as level 1, that means it's actually not used for learning by level up. It just means that all Pikachus can go to Move Relearner to learn it. To make matters worse, I put down Swift as the correct answer, but in the mainline Gen 8 games, Pichu could not learn Swift by leveling up. It was in Arceus where both Pichu and Pikachu could learn Swift by leveling up, which means I ended up making two pretty big mistakes that were both my fault on this question. However, I've learned never to use therapy, and next question. This is the last question about Pokemon that have to do with moves, so we hopefully won't run into this again.
Foreshadowing is a literary device in...
Falco is a member of Team Star Fox. Like almost all Star Fox characters, he has both a first and last name. Which is Falco's last name? Acelon, Caracara, Falco, or Lombardi?
Well, now I just feel like there's pressure.
By the time I finished speaking, everyone but Rhino had answered D.
Rhino, just
Before he even finished by that.
Trust me, Rhino, just choose D.
Yeah,
trust us on this.
Answered D apostrophe. D.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hit enter and actually hit apostrophe, alright?
Acelon is an alternate name for the genus Falco, Caracara is the species Falco is based on, and Lombardi is a traditional Italian last name based on the region of Lombardi.
Falco.
Okay, now-
I was first introduced to Falco in Melee, where he was referred to as Falco Lombardi on his trophy, and that has stuck with me.
Apologies for the scream, by the way, chat.
So,
I feel like I'm probably in last place, surprisingly.
bringing
No,
up
I'm
the
last
rear
place.
is... You're not in last place, Dan. Bringing up the rear is nobody with 1 point.
Well, I'm probably next to last then.
Following nobody is a tie between Dan and Enigma with 10 points.
Oh, so I wasn't doing as bad as I thought. I thought I missed
No, you're up here
That
with
means
me.
that means you're 50-50. That's passing.
Just above them is Zarek with 11. Slightly above him is Rhino with 13. And tied for first, Max, how many points do you think you have?
Do I get a point if I'm correct?
No.
No.
16.
17.
You lose a point. Now you have.
Oh, you can get whatever you want, but you have to pay difference between that and the correct answer?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so actually about the Pokemon moves, but that has been in my head for the last few months. So
Like, I'm
Because
getting
of the
mad
100
that these
days
are
of
fucking
Pokemon?
wrong.
it's like the equivalent of a doctor being told that vaccines cause autism, that kind of thing. It's just like, I know for a fact this is wrong. You need to believe me.
If you're not, I'll sue you.
If you don't believe him, I have a 2-hour video I can show you about exactly how bullshit that is.
I just
Genuinely,
think of
like-
someone with glasses, finger on the rim, like, let me tell you why that's bullshit.
It's an H-Bomber guy video. Also, fun fact, some of these other questions, I wrote them during that 3-week period when Bulbapedia, or like, well, I didn't write them, I put them in the slideshow during a 3-week period where Bulbapedia was down. So I had to find, like, alternate sources for photos. Do y'all remember those dark times when Bulbapedia just didn't work?
Yes. I still have nightmares.
Bulbapedia makes no sense on the phone, though.
Okay, I'm thinking of something stupid because we're stuck on this fact about Falco.
Birds.
Burb.
No. No. Alien, Italian.
That's a salon. Salon.
And that's just the alien, like, tilted sideways, right?
No.
Like,
I love a spaghetti. It's so good. Google image search Italian hand, and the results are literally nothing except the exact thing we're thinking of.
Pinching.
And
It's
one,
pinching fingers together.
and one guy doing the OK symbol.
I'm sorry, what?
Google image search Italian hand. All the results that you will instantly see are the correct thing, and then in the middle is just one guy doing the OK symbol with his hand.
quick, someone break the silence by making me meow.
I don't have points.
I have points, but I want to save them.
Hang on, I have something for this. No,
Okay,
you
I'm
don't.
back. Sorry about that.
Number 21.
Yeah, I figured.
Marth is the
Oh,
protagonist of the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. Being the first tactical RPG ever, the game has some design elements that do not reflect the rest of the Fire Emblem series. Despite that, which of these mechanics was present in this game? Support, the unit relationships, the storage tent, the weapon triangle, or the magic stat?
I have known nothing about Fire Emblem outside of Three Houses.
I don't have to start 3 houses.
Everyone's just following Max, I guess.
Yes, go along with the guy who just said he has no idea. Secretly, Endor, we all agreed with each other that we're always going to pick the same answer just to fuck with you.
Well, everyone thinks the weapon triangle was in the first Fire Emblem game. Nope, it's the storage tent.
Oh,
The fuck's the storage tent?
While present, it was different that purchase items could not be sent there directly, and that each time an item was stored cost 10 gold pieces. So, a point for nobody. The storage tent is where all your items go that are not currently being held by people. And you can usually access it from the map, and there's other ancillary mechanics, like it being a unit that can be attacked.
Why did you guys follow me?
Because I honestly thought the weapon triangle was so freaking embedded into the game.
Nope, that was from the third game.
It's also not even in 3 houses.
It's not?
It's technically in 3 houses. You have to level it up so high. Like, I think it's B rank, and then you get Blank Breaker, whereas if you're wielding a sword, if you're an Axe Breaker, you have to wield a sword in order to use it.
I haven't gotten there.
Alright, there's also, like, Lance Breaker freaking swords in the earlier games where it's like, hey, I'm reverse weapon triangle.
I think they're called Reaver weapons, actually.
My favorite thing about the weapon triangle, it's like sword loses to Lance, Lance loses to Axe, Axe loses to sword, and everything loses to Frederick.
Alright.
Pick a god and pray.
Number 21, Echo.
Lucina!
Unlike her father Chrom, Lucina wields not the legendary falchion, but the parallel falchion. However, falchion is a real type of one-handed sword made from the 13th to 16th century, which of the following is a defining feature of a falchion. A. They had the 2 distinct symmetrical crossguards that had a gap meant to catch blades. B. They had a pommel encased with a gem and a crimped grip. C. They transitioned from a cutting blade to a rounded point meant for thrusting. Or D. They were single-blade swords that curved at the tip. Also,
Wait,
yes,
no,
I intentionally show
thing.
you that neither of these, none of these descriptions apply to both of these weapons. That's not some sort of error.
Okay, we have called for Dad in the chat right now.
Mono, I also like Fire Emblem, but I don't know the history too well.
Same.
Why? Max did a D, E did a D, Rhino and Zarek did D's, and then Max puts in a fucking Y.
He did an A. He did an A.
Sorry, yeah. And so he just made it spell daddy.
I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Falchion be daddy.
Enigma being the odd one out. The correct answer is D. We're single-bladed swords that curve to the tip.
I know this from Critical Role.
I have done.
How is that a curve?
Actually, you know what
That's
I
a
knew this
taper.
from? The Aragon series.
Taper is like how it gets smaller at the tip.
From the fucking books.
A taper is more like a ramp.
Also, I did say neither of the falchions in Fire Emblem are actually falchions. And here's the atypical version where it curves this way.
Outward and then inward.
Here's what's considered a more historically accurate one, or like a more historically common one, because since they're both historically accurate, because they're both historical artifacts.
One is just a photo.
Yes, they're both photos of historical artifacts.
Well, one is in a case, the other is just a literal photo.
Number 22.
The PNG from Shutterstock.
Young Link is meant to represent the version of Link found in Ocarina of Time, the game where Zelda timeline splits. Which of the following Zelda games take place from before The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and the official Zelda timeline? The Legend of Zelda, Four Swords plus Hyrule Adventure, The Minish Cap, or Phantom Hourglass?
Unfortunately, I don't really know where Four Swords places, but I'm fairly certain what I answer.
Yeah,
Especially because I know the last two, it definitely isn't.
Four Swords plus Hyrule Adventure is a different game than Four Swords.
Look.
They're both on the
Don't
timeline.
fucking know.
Can I give some help to people?
As long as you're from your own brain.
It is. The Legend of Zelda, the original, is absolutely after Ocarina of Time because it's it's the hero dies timeline.
Yeah, because when the hero dies, it goes into that timeline.
Like I said, you can be as competitive or cooperative as you want.
I know Phantom Hourglass is when Young Link wins, so obviously...
And it's a sequel to Wind Waker, which is absolutely after Ocarina of Time.
Correct.
So it's down to the middle, too.
And I know Minish Cap is definitely before the Four Swords Hyrule Adventure.
Alright, every answer but D has been chosen. Let's see who's correct.
Well, hang on.
Well, hold on.
Does E want to change his A?
Damn it.
Because, I promise you that the original Legend of Zelda is after Ocarina.
Yeah, I can side with him and guarantee
Go with that one, I guess. I don't fucking know.
And like I said, for Jero's sake, Minish Cap does come before Four Swords Adventure.
Oh, Rhino also changed his C.
Everyone
at
is C
this
except
point, it's
Jero.
just fucking peer pressuring us to all pick the same answer every
No!
Let's see. The Minish Cap.
Why the hell is the timeline so fucking confusing?
This is just the basic version.
It's so
I
confusing.
didn't know that Minish was before Four Swords. Damn it!
Hey,
That's why I said it before Endorb changed it.
I didn't hear that. God damn it! I'm
And
breaking. I'm behind again. God damn
I'll
it!
try not to do that often. It's just that was one thing that was bothering me, and I wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
Yeah,
Mac?
just because The Legend of Zelda was the first game doesn't mean it was the first game in the timeline.
I'm sorry. I really want to make a pun. Do I have
Oh, boy.
permission?
Go for it.
Endor,
I'll allow this.
I guess you could say Max really could see that one coming.
I
Can
give it
see
like
that one coming.
of 4.
It's a 2 at best.
I know my jokes are bad.
Number 23.
Ganondorf.
The King of Evil has reincarnated many times under both the names Ganon and Ganondorf. Which of the following incarnations is called Ganondorf? A. Nintendo Land. B. Link the Faces of Evil. C. Hyrule Warriors. Or D. Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
In the effort to help everyone, I can tell you it's not D.
Thank you, Ryan.
And also for everyone, I can tell you it's not B.
And also for everyone, I can tell you my name's
Zarek, we just said
Zarek doesn't believe in you.
I just said that too. It's not B or D.
And this just reminds me of
Slowly turning to us using collective knowledge.
This is just reminding me of that one scene from the Simpsons movie where the guy presents options 1 through 5 to the president, and it's like, don't even read them, just pick one. I choose number 3, you already chose 3. 5, go lower. 1, go higher. 2, double it. 4, as you wish.
And then before that, I was elected to lead, not to read.
Also, I just want to say, I wish I could have had them all be as strange as Nintendo Land, because I absolutely would have.
That would have been... You should have done... If only he was in, like, Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land or whatever.
Also, it is C, Hyrule Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Because what determines whether or not he's Ganon or Ganondorf is his how humanoid his appearance is. So, only counting games on Zelda Wiki, so no CDI games, cameos, or crossovers, like 2 of those answers were. There's 12 Zelda games where he's Ganon, and 5 where he's Ganondorf. He's mostly Ganon in 2D and Ganondorf in 3D.
And I believe usually when he's Ganondorf, he turns into Ganon for, like, the final boss or something.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah, that's why I remember that's how it worked in, like, the...
Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess.
Fun fact, in Oracle of Seasons, he becomes a fucking dragon.
That's
Dragonborf. 24!
Mewtwo!
Mewtwo is the strongest Pokemon, first-generation Pokemon. This powerful reputation coming from having a highest base special attack in his first appearance, before eventually being usurped by another Pokemon. Which of these legendary Pokemon has a higher special attack than Mewtwo?
Okay.
Fuck, I don't
Here's
even know.
Here's the thing. I can ask a question, but it's probably going to give away the answer to everybody, and I don't want to do that again.
You know what? I'll ask a question then. Does Mega Rayquaza count?
Mega evolutions were not considered. Only
What
base
about
form.
what
Do other forms count, period?
Yeah, like Deoxys.
That does count. I didn't specify which form of Deoxys. Unlike
Yeah,
unlike Mega Rayquaza, who has Mega in front of their name.
I gotta go for Deoxys then.
Yeah, he just changes his answer.
Hold your ground, Dan.
I was about to say, I'm sticking to my guns.
Alright, everyone disagrees with Dan. The answer is attack form Deoxys.
I had a feeling.
I was looking at the special attack list earlier because I was trying to prove how good Chandelure was.
I remember that! You was people doing it?
Yeah, attack form Deoxys has like fucking 180 in both attack stats.
Yep, and followed by Xurkitree at 173.
Why Xurkitree, specifically?
Xurkitree's an Ultra Beast.
Oh, also, these listings are not just legendaries. This is of all Pokemon, including non-legendary. 154 is Mewtwo's at 3rd place. Rayquaza and Kyogre are tied at 150. And Darkrai's all the way 135 at 10th to 12th, tied with Alakazam and Porygon Z.
Fun fact.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Fun fact, normal form Deoxys only has 4 less special attack than Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, normal form Deoxys is also very much an attacker.
Alright.
So the only ones that are only ones that are stronger than Mewtwo are ones that don't naturally belong to the Earth.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you could also argue that Mewtwo doesn't naturally belong on Earth
Yeah,
because he was created.
Yeah, because he's a clone.
Okay, so the three strongest ones did not originate from Earth.
Rayquaza.
I mean, when you word it like that,
It's
no,
up in the air
he's
whether it's up
from-
in the air. It's up in the air whether Rayquaza came from Earth because he lives in space, like just outside of Earth. He lives in the ozone layer.
25. Roy is known
Our
for being
boy!
somewhat different in his Smash depiction than his canon depiction, such as being our boy. However, he does share class with Marth as well as Chrom and Lucina. What is the name of this class?
I literally just went with the same answer that Dan chose because I trust Dan.
I also know Fire Emblem, and I also know it is this.
Hero, Lord, Commander, or Noble?
Heroes from like Dragon Ball.
In a
Everyone's
half
cho-
shell.
Everyone's
No,
chosen B now.
Hero is a class in Fire Emblem. Fighters and mercenaries can level up into heroes.
It is Lord. Noble was introduced as a prelude in Three Houses. Commander isn't a real class, and Hero's a promotion for mercenaries.
Huh.
Lord
And
has
in-
always been special.
And in Sacred Stones, a fighter could also promote to a mercenary or to a hero. Their
Heroes
other
also-
choice was the warrior.
Heroes from Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
You'll get to him later. Don't worry about it.
yeah. Fighters usually advance to warriors, but in Sacred Stones, you could branch it out to
Anyways,
either.
Two Cavaliers.
Speaking of
Two
Lords,
Cavaliers.
the last one.
Chrom!
Chrom is one of the main
boy,
characters
here we
of Fire
go.
Emblem Awakening. He was also in Smash 4 via Robin's Palutane's guidance, specifically called out as someone who would not be a fighter in Smash Brothers, and appears himself in a conversation. Which of these reasons was not real, which was not giving that he couldn't be in Smash? Shall I try and read them all out?
Robin is certainly more useful than a simple swordsman like myself.
I get
You
the-
really had to fight Robin like that? I can see why you don't want to fight him/her again. What's more, you don't have an Aether recovery move like Ike does, do you? You and Ike are too similar. No point in having two characters that are pretty much carbon copies.
I'll be honest, I practiced reading all of those myself, and I think you did it better than I could have.
Sorry.
Especially since my voice isn't fully there right now.
My knowledge on this is much less. I'm just guessing C because that feels like like the fact that they're like, you don't have an Aether recovery move like Ike, and then the fact that he's given one just feels like a bit too coincidental.
Because I'm debating between two. Fuck it.
He's typing.
C, like everyone but Enigma says.
Damn it.
Enigma's correct. I
Look
made
at that!
I made
Wow.
that pit line up. The fake quote.
I'll be
refers to
honest, I liked listening to the Palutane's guidances, and I watched them all a lot.
the fake
So,
quote
good
refers
job
to the
to
future
E.
where Robin was
Well
possessed by Grima and ends up killing Chrom. While Lucina helps Safari prevent that future by fighting Grima, and Grima does not successfully possess Robin in Chrom's timeline. Grima possessed Robin only appears outside of cutscenes in Fire Emblem Heroes. Also, Chrom uses Soaring Slash in Smash to fight, despite that being an original skill to Smash, and him being able to learn Ether in Awakening, the trait that only Chrom, his descendants, and Ike share.
I thought that was going to be a real one because I swear I recall them including extra lines for gender, and that was kind of my main thing.
Yeah,
Or
that's why I wrote it like that. Number 26.
Mr. Game & Watch!
One of the most prolific video game series ever during its peak period of activity, the Game & Watch games were quite simple devices. How many Game & Watch games have been made?
Oh.
49, 61, 71, or 79?
Don't quote me on this.
And I
I'm
was
guessing.
thinking.
Don't quote me on it. I'm guessing, guys.
Everyone choose C.
Dude, I don't want to be the reason people get it wrong, alright?
I'm going to guess A so that nobody can't get a point.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be completely honest, I have no goddamn idea.
Rhino, W is not a valid answer.
W?
Oh, I see, DAWs.
Come on,
Also,
someone
E,
do
you
O
got
and
some-
someone do N.
The correct answer is 49.
Whoa!
The
Son of a
original Game
bitch!
& Watch series ran from 1980 to 1991, while Special Series was how the NES Mario and Zelda games were released in 2020 and 2021.
Oh, I was counting those because they were counting as Game & Watch. Son of a...
To be fair, if I didn't count that, it would be 47, which is lower.
Sorry, the microphone tap from E was perfectly timed. It was like, son of a...
Indeed it was.
I didn't know
Now he's 2 ahead!
I saw the number was 49, and I knew I had to make all the answers end in 1s and 9s.
So
And you didn't do 69.
That would be too
On
obvious.
purpose. Please hold
We
on a
would
second.
have. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we all would have gravitated to 69 just for the nice.
I know, I would have.
A few moments later.
Oh no.
Mono, I'm not counting releases of the same game for Game & Watch. That's probably where it comes from. Because if you go by the actual different versions of the devices, there's like 200 or something. Actually, I think it's like 120. Okay, so Mono, they just said the number 60. I went and found every like Game & Watch game put in a list and counted them. The list
What
might
list?
be Wikipedia. The list might be incomplete, or that number might be high.
Did you use Cerebi?
No, I use Wikipedia, which is more credible than Cerebi.
Slightly.
Alright, number 27.
Meta Knight.
Meta Knight's solo adventure in Kirby Superstar Ultra, Meta Nightmare Ultra, was quite popular. The final boss is the enigmatic Galactonite, the supposed most powerful warrior in the galaxy. But why do the two fight? A. There isn't actually a story reason for why they fight. B. Meta Knight makes a wish to become stronger by fighting someone powerful. C. Galactonite mistakes Meta Knight for Kirby, who they wish to kill. Or D. Galactonite is trying to destroy the universe and Meta Knight seeks to stop him. Correct answer is B. Meta Knight may wish to become stronger by fighting someone more powerful.
Let us have you fight the guy who beat the thing that made his entire civilization get destroyed.
As opposed to, I don't know, just directly wishing to become more powerful. Yeah,
That's easy. That's too easy.
He got a wish, but he had to feel like he earned it, you know?
Superstar Ultra was my shit growing up, so...
Number 28. The Kid Icarus series is joked about for being not very well supported by Nintendo. How many Kid Icarus games have there been? 1 to 4. Let's go.
I will say there was a Game Boy game.
Alright, everyone chose C except for Rhino and E choosing B. It's free! Most people forget about the Game Boy one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can we please get...
And that's actually why I mentioned it.
Can we please get Kid Icarus Uprising on the Switch?
No.
That's what Sakurai was hoping for, strangely enough. Or at the very least...
28 Echo.
Dark Pit.
Dark Pit, after Pandora's defeat, eventually comes to work for Veridi. Where does the player find this out? Chapter 21, a credits scene, a developer interview, or Super Smash Bros. 4?
Ooh.
Gotta have one that sticks out sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I was about to say, that says a lot.
I don't fucking know.
Obviously, the developer interview is the one that sticks out the most.
Dude, Chapter 21, though.
I don't know what Chapter 21 is, so...
I'm sorry, I gotta mention this. My computer is showing me the temperatures outside. I've been watching it, and it just, instead of giving me a temperature, it now just says very cold outside.
Well, the weather outside is immeasurably cold.
Numbers as a concept have frozen.
You want to fucking making oh my god.
Anyways, it's during Smash Bros. 4 by using Palutena's guidance on Dark Pit.
I remember it was definitely Palutena's guidance, so... And everyone was actually surprised, so I was like, you know what, I'll go with D.
Yeah, I remember this because, like, in the actual thing, Dark Pit is always on its own throughout the actual game.
Number 29.
Zero Suit Samus.
Samus' Zero Suit is infamously not the only time the heroine takes off her power armor. During the development of which game did they consider showing Samus nude?
I'm sorry?
You heard me.
I'm sorry.
Metroid, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, or Metroid Other M?
Why is Metroid Other M also labeled A?
Yeah, there's 2 A's there.
A, B, C, other A. A2, A harder.
Okay, so remember, I've had 3 people fucking, like, beta test this and no one noticed.
Yes, yeah, that's great, Edorb. That also means you played it 3 times and you didn't notice.
Actually, it was 1 time. It was 3 people in 1 beta test.
In quotation.
In 2 beta tests, sorry. Alright, everyone's given an answer?
No.
just don't, even though we're having fun at your expense, but this is a really
This is really cool. I'm just enjoying calling out things.
Well, I feel called out. Anyways, the answer is B. The intent was during the animation where Samus dies during the game over. For 1 frame she would be naked. This was reportedly reconsidered when the game's composer was asked to voice Samus and struggled to make a deaf noise that did not sound sexual.
Oh
Okay,
my!
That is not why I thought Super Metroid was the answer. I recall like Super Metroid, depending on how fast you clear it, you see Samus with
No, that was
less...
the original Metroid.
Oh, I thought it was Super Metroid. But yeah, I remember.
No, each Metroid eventually, the faster you complete it, the more armor she sheds.
And I figured there was probably a case where they were like, well, if you do it really fast, you see them naked, and somebody was like, no.
No, this was like a
also
genuine
jiggle
development
physics.
consider. Well, it's like 1 frame of the breast popping.
And hey,
Boing.
fun fact: while those breasts are jiggling, she's probably already dead.
Anyways, number 30.
Wario!
Why can't you be so morbid?
Wario is a character generally defined by 2 words, macho and greed. In the WarioWare games, there's a bit more substance to him. What's the plot of these games? A. Wario attempts to make video games with his friends to get easy money. B. The games follow very simple day-to-day events in the lives of Wario and his friends. C. Wario tricks his friends into doing simple tasks for him, a la Tom Sawyer. Or D. The games are so simple there isn't even a basic plot, it's purely just wacky shenanigans with no context.
Your only hint for this is there is a plot.
The only hint for this is fucking will answer D, am I right?
That's pretty much what I'm telling right now.
What kind of idiot would answer D?
The green team, apparently.
I tried to type in D next
Rhino
to
sticking
D,
to
and I
his
was
guns.
sad.
Alright,
oh, there we go.
Hopefully, for nobody's sake, the answer is B. The answer is A. Wario and his friends make video games, drawing on their varied experiences after Wario hears about record game sales on TV in the original WarioWare.
Yeah,
I
remember
actually
that.
did think he tricked them into doing it because I think at the end of one of the instruction booklets it says that everyone there can consider themselves fired. Just so he didn't have to pay them.
He does. Okay, I was actually
Okay,
torn on this too.
mass layoffs after completion of the game is not the same thing as tricking people in the first place, but also that's very video game
It's
industry.
Wario!
Yeah,
It's
now,
Wario!
Here's the thing, 'cause I actually know this. He does essentially at the very least, he tricks them into helping out without getting paid. But the thing is, it said simple tasks, and I was like, okay, that probably isn't video games. So that's why I went with A. So it's
This
kind
one,
of both.
there was almost an error in this one too, because the source I looked at said he heard it on the radio, and so only when I went to get the screenshots did I see it was a TV.
It explains why he says he hears about them on TV. Wario, not known for being able to watch TV. He's
Okay,
blind.
to be fair, he wasn't looking at the screen when he first heard it.
That's fair.
Number
31.
31.
Snake!
In Metal Gear Solid, there are several people named Snake, all genetic clones of the original Snake. Which Snake is the original? Solid, Naked, Solidus, or Liquid? I'm gonna go pee while you all answer.
This one I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm not going to second guess myself off the 2 people who are
I
in the
was
lead.
tempted to make up a gaseous snake and put it in there.
I will say this: all 4 of these are real characters.
I think it would be funny if there was one called Solid-ish Snake.
I believe that's.
And it looks like Enigma jumped the wagon to yours, Max.
I hate to say this: solid-ish snake. Diarrhea snake.
Not gonna
Oh,
lie.
gross, dude, man, come on.
I want to change.
Also, no, you stick to your guns. Up to you if you want to change. I will say my guess is based on like third-hand knowledge from a conversation I probably overheard. I've never played the games, so if you want to change,
Yes.
go for it.
Alright, is that your final answer, E? I'm taking the silence as a yes.
I think Enigma had to step away.
I'm taking the absence as a yes.
He'll be fine.
The correct answer is Naked Snake.
Yes!
Naked Snake,
got it.
later called Big Boss, is the original. Regimas also said if he thought of the first Metal Gear Solid as being part 1 of the series, he wouldn't have killed off the other snakes so quickly. Snake in Brawl has Naked Snake's facial hair, his butterfly-shaped C4, and his tasty voice line.
Tasty.
Tasty.
Because
Tasty.
they did
What I missed?
wanted to. They wanted it to be. It could be either because Naked Snake is the original protagonist.
Damn it.
I didn't know.
Why did I second guess myself?
What was your original guess?
My original guess was Naked Snake.
I was told to stick with
Did
my
you walk away after you gave the answer?
Yeah, I had to check the dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah, we should.
That's why I said he's probably stepped away whenever Endor was asking, "Is that your final answer?"
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it to E since he wanted to change it.
Because like that was my fault for leaving him astray.
Yeah, you're the one that kept saying he'll be fine, and his back wasn't fine.
Number 32.
Oh, he'll be fine. He was in fact not fine.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No.
Number 32, Ike. Radiant Dawn was the first Fire Emblem game to take place in a continent completely unaffected by the events of previous games. The leader of the Grail mercenaries hail from Armenia, Babylon, Crimea, or Japan.
I hate that that the D answer does not also start with a D.
I would if I could, but I can't.
Japan.
I would also like to say I put in my answer immediately before Endor even started reading the goddamn thing.
And I just copied Dan.
I guess I'll go with Dan's answer.
I've learned that when it comes to Fire Emblem, copying Dan is the correct thing to do.
Also,
I failed once.
Something I want to point out.
Yeah, that's once out of the 5 million Fire Emblem characters in Smash. You're fine.
This continent it takes place on, Tellius, is the only one, to my knowledge, where there's a country that's just the same name as a real-world country. And it's only
Everyone
the one
chose
country.
Caesar.
It's Crimea. Well, Ike
Crimea River.
identifies as Crimean because he grew up there. He was born in Gallia and is daily in
I
Paris.
figured you did that.
Also, Ike is different from other Fire Emblem protagonists in that he's a commoner and a mercenary, as opposed to being a noble or someone who's fated to be special.
Dude wields a two-handed greatsword with one hand. He's pretty special.
He learned to do that from his dad, who's just
Who
really
broke
buff.
one of his arms. There is a story behind him breaking his arm because he actually killed his wife by accident in a rage because of the Fire Emblem. It was because of
incredible.
So the short version is there's a magic medallion containing the God of Chaos. So the chaotic impulses in anyone who touches it become amplified immensely. So for mercenary types, that means they just instantly want to go on a mass murder spree. So his dad touched it, and he killed his wife. And the only reason he didn't kill his children was because his daughter, who didn't have enough chaos in her to do much, she took it away. And so make sure that never happened again. His father, he didn't break his arms. He gutted his muscles out of his arms.
Yeah.
Oh God!
And then he hired an assassin in case it ever happened again. That assassin would kill him before he did anything that drastic again.
Fuck. Meanwhile, I'm playing Fire Emblem. The same franchise has 3 houses, which is a fucking dating sim.
Yeah. This same assassin, by the way, also offered this service to Ike after he gave this story.
You want me to kill you too?
And you can actually say yes.
Which, at that point, I think the character Volk actually upgrades his class from thief to assassin.
Yeah, Vitellius Saga, I think, as far as multiple Fire Emblem games having a story,
Is it weird that we're talking about?
Is it weird
that we're talking about arms as I'm looking at Brachydios?
I don't know, but let's go to number 33.
Exploding arms!
Number 33,
Pokemon Trainer!
Squirtle's a water-type Pokemon, the most common type available in Pokemon franchise. Which type is the least common? Ghost, Fairy, Ice, or Dark?
Is this before or after the latest game?
The answer did not change between Generation 8 and 9.
Really?
Yeah, I checked.
That's actually pretty amazing.
In
I'm going to laugh
let me
at
just
this,
steal
but...
Max's answer.
Dan, do you not trust me?
But does Rhino trust you?
Is Rhino asleep?
Not asleep.
I know.
Okay.
You had 3 seconds before I just yelled.
Oh, I forgot.
Watch us all be wrong and it's dark.
I will be mad at myself if it's dark.
I would be laughing my ass off.
Y'all ready? It's Ice. The Ice type has received between 4 and 11 Pokemon each generation for a total of 53 Pokemon that are Ice type as of Generation 9.
And the chart we're seeing is as of Generation 8.
Yeah, the guy who made the chart wasn't that fast. He hasn't updated it yet.
Still.
I like how Fairy came out most recently and still has more types than Ice.
Well, to be
and
fair,
Ghost it looks like Ghost only has slightly more than Fairy.
Yeah, like 1 or 2.
Does Dark have... Yeah, Dark looks like it has more than a dragon. Interesting.
Yep.
Alright, number 34, Ivysaur. He does have his Xander Mobus announcement clip. Ivysaur is a middle evolution, which are often forgotten by public. Its line is special among Pokemon. How so? It's the only evolving line where every evolution's been depicted in Smash Bros. It's the only starter line to lose speed when it evolves into its final form. The only Pokemon to trip the black and white nickname sensors with its English name. Or it's the only line to have 3 evolutions that are all poison type. I genuinely don't know how I messed up this one. Don't worry, this is the last time there's an error in this quiz. Can you tell by, like, the bias of which questions are wrong, which franchise I don't play?
Yes.
Yes.
And it gives me so much pain.
I like Pokemon, just the mainline games, I don't like how they play.
That's entirely fair.
I like most of the other part. It's like you with Sonic.
That's a good. You know what? That's a good thing. I would absolutely not be able. The best I could do for Sonic trivia is, hey, did you know in the comics his real name is Maurice? Venusaur's bigger, but they've done things in the past where the Pokemon has ended up having higher speed despite being bigger. Hell, fucking Slacking has more speed than Vigoroth.
I mean, it can move when it wants to. It just doesn't want to. It can move when it wants to. It can leave its friends behind. They only trust if filmy craftsmen, they're no friends of mine.
There's a semblance for that. Is Raichu anywhere in there?
Raichu is definitely Spirit, I'm pretty sure.
It's more than
Pokeball
that.
system?
That means it is the only evolving line, because Pichu and Pikachu are playable.
Pichu and Pikachu are playable, but Alolan Raichu is also
a Pokemon you can summon, so it can't be A. So that means it's C.
Normal Raichu was never depicted in Smash Bros.
Bullshit on that!
No, that is not true. That is not how that fucking works. Pikachu evolves. Also, there's no way normal Raichu was never in Smash Bros. I'm looking this up.
Incineroar is the only star to have a lower base stat than its previous form, which was speed. Other censored Pokemon include Cough Egregious and Nosepass. There's 7 other
I'm pretty sure Nosepass is because of the last 3 letters, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bellsprout, Ghastly, Nidoran, Oddish, Weedle, and Zubat.
Porygon appears in the first Smash Bros. On Saffron City. Porygon 2 is a Pokeball summon in Melee. Porygon Z is a trophy exclusive to Nintendo 3DS Smash Bros. That one I looked up just now, but yeah, sorry anyway.
Number 35.
Wait, so
Charizard. Charizard is one of the most popular Pokemon series, although detractors claim it's not so special. In fact, it doesn't even have a unique base stat spread. What other Fire-type Pokemon shares its stats? Cinderace, Salazzle, Typhlosion, or Camerupt? I swear to God, if they change these Pokemon's base stats in this Gen 9. Alright, someone please wake up Rhino again.
Rhino.
No.
Please pay attention. We're on to Charizard.
Oh.
Someone get the bonk stick.
Oh.
Every time Rhino.
Hello, friends.
Alright, Rhino, do you have an answer? There you go. Everyone said C. It is Typhlosion. They even share a height.
Oh wow!
What the fuck?
I had a feeling.
Wait, so Typhlosion's 5'9"?
Yeah.
This one, I'll admit, I didn't know off the top of my head, but I had a feeling it would be the case because early games they probably reused a lot.
I find it funny that the only difference between the two is Typhlosion can't fly.
Also, Typhlosion's lighter, and its hidden ability is different.
And it has a different species and number.
Well, duh. If you're gonna get that specific.
Alright, number 56.
Diddy Kong!
Diddy Kong is one of the many Kong family members to make a playable appearance over the years. Which Kong has not made a playable appearance? Tiny Kong, Candy Kong, Cranky Kong, or Funky Kong?
Zarek, are you serious?
Did we not discuss this during Donkey Kong's appearance? My dude, that there was a mistake.
Also, I get it now. This was all a plan from Endorf to say Dixie instead of Tiny in order to throw us off and make us forget about Tiny Kong's existence for this question.
I just did it as a nod to the mess up.
Assuming I could swap them out, I would have definitely put Dixie Kong here if I caught that mistake.
Yeah, but I will say Dixie Kong is significantly more memorable. You have her in the picture.
Look, You're allowed
You
to
could have
have
been following around,
obvious
you don't
wrong
know.
answers. You are allowed to. Not everyone will know who that is by looking at her. Won't know her name.
That's true.
Everyone said B, Candy Kong. Correct. Cranky Kong and Funky Kong are playable in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Tiny Kong is playable in Donkey Kong 64.
Do funky mode.
I spent way longer than I want to admit lining
Not only that,
up.
but Funky Kong is also a driver in Mario Kart.
I love that for the pictures to show them off, you use like actual pictures of Cranky and Tiny Kong, and then you just use new funky mode.
I also tried my best to make new Funky Mode look like it was over the top of those two, except I couldn't get transparency on the new Funky Mode thing, so I had to deal with the fact it was a mostly black image.
Funky Kong is also in Mario Super Sluggers. He uses his surfboard as a bat.
Yeah, I didn't feel like referencing the Mario spin-offs.
That's fair.
That's a fair point.
Technically, I only need one proof per, so...
Yeah.
Number 37.
And this is the one
Lucas. Mother 3, the game Lucas originates from, is often considered one of the darkest games in Nintendo's history. How does Lucas's brother Klaus die?
Fucking spoilers!
A, he gets involved in a tragic car accident in front of Lucas. B, he wandered off into a wilderness as body is found by Lucas. C, he commits suicide in front of Lucas. Or D, he dies of a terminal illness in front of Lucas.
Jesus Christ, Lucas!
Oh yeah!
I have not played Mother 3 yet, so I'm just gonna go
I gotta go grab my brother real quick. About like 10 minutes, I think. 10 to 20, somewhere in there.
Do you want me to answer for you until then? E took his phone, so I'm gonna be basically transcribing the questions over to him, and he'll answer that way, so...
In the final boss fight, the enemy reveals himself to be a brainwashed Klaus. Using what little control he has left, he directs a powerful attack directly to the Franklin badge, killing himself with the blow. Every time you play with items on and you put on the Franklin badge, it still has the blood of Klaus on it. Let's move on to number 38, which is hopefully less depressing.
Sonic!
Sorry, it's Sonic. It's still depressing. The original Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy is considered by many to be a peak of Sonic games. First game in particular is rather well known for a more minimalist game design. Which of the following elements does appear in the original Sonic the Hedgehog? Chaos Emeralds, Elemental Shields, Tails, or the Spin Dash? I gotta turn on my light so my tracking works again.
I was looking at the stream. Holy shit, that was creepy.
Gerald?
Hang on, he is changing his answer. He said D or B. Shit.
We've got every answer but C. No one thinks Tails is in the first game. But actually, he was No. It's the Chaos Emeralds. Chaos Emeralds were also known as Miracle Gems at some early parts of the series' history.
Bullshit.
I found that, I was like, I remember that.
And to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald.
I really thought it was the Elemental Shields, because I know, you don't have the Spin Dash in the first game, and I thought the Chaos Emeralds showed up in... I really thought the Chaos Emeralds showed up in Knuckles.
I mean, that's the Master Emerald that first shows up there.
Yeah, I thought they showed up with the Master Emerald. Yeah. Again, as soon as we have the Sonic questions, I'm fucked. But hey, there's only... Man, sure it's a good thing Eggman never got into Smash Bros.
Also, fun fact, there are 2 times where the Chaos Emeralds were not 7. There is the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog where they had 4 Chaos Emeralds, and in Sonic the Fighters, everyone had a Chaos Emerald to participate in the fight, and there are 8 playable characters. You do the math.
Someone had a fake.
I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
How did you know it wasn't a real Chaos Emerald? Tails! You just told me, Fox Boy!
Someone's telling me I missed a redeem. I did. Hello, I am Blue Ember now.
Yay!
That means you're hotter. Wait.
Why, thank you. Number 39.
King DeDeDe.
King DeDeDe is the self-proclaimed king of Dreamland, ruling through the apathy of his subjects. Like Kirby, he has the ability to inhale air and fly. Why and how does he acquire this ability? One of the many eldritch beings in his series possessed DeDeDe's body and left it permanently more malleable. He absorbed magic from a star rod and that gave him flight. Jealous of Kirby, DeDeDe hired a trainer to train him to perform the same feat. Or it's innate, just like Kirby.
Honestly, knowing him.
Sylvia, I think you're missing a couple forms there, and also you're kind of tinting it lewdly. It's C. He was jealous of Kirby and got a trainer. It is also presumably why he has an inhale power but can neither swallow nor hold on to those inhaled, as he likely inhales them directly into his lungs.
Jesus Christ.
One of my favorite things is, like, in Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of the loading screen tips is, DeDeDe can inhale creatures just like Kirby, but he doesn't swallow them to gain their powers because he's already perfect.
That fits his ego just so well, and I love it.
Number 40.
Olimar!
Captain Olimar is an alien life form from planet Hotoke who crash lands on the strange planet. In the original Pikmin, what fate befalls Olimar if he fails to relieve the planet on time? A. His ship becomes too damaged to ever escape. B. He runs out of rations and starves. C. His Pikmin turn against him. Or D. He succumbs to poisoning from a hostile atmosphere.
I'm gonna be honest, these are all wrong.
Technically...
Max, I will say there is more to it, but it is correct.
I was about to say,
Alright.
I know that B and D are both incorrect, because when time runs out, Olimar will attempt to leave whether or not he has everything, because his life support systems can only hold up to 30 days of his air. Whenever it hits the last day, he will try to take off even if he doesn't have everything. The only problem is, I don't know which one Endorb said was correct.
Yeah, because, like, the main thing I remember, and this doesn't spoil any of the answers, is that the Pikmin basically bring him to their onion and he becomes a Pikmin.
That happens after the fate listed.
Yeah, okay.
Because none of those are actually, like, exclusive.
Yeah, I figured that. I was bringing that up just because, like, I was wondering, but
yeah, that's
Stop
why
calling us slow bitches.
that's why I wanted that kind
We're
of
stalling because
confirmation.
Max has to, like, type it out to E and send it to
I already
him
put my
response.
answer in E's answer.
Sylvie was calling us slow bitches before you did that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, the correct answer, it's D! Olimar is an obligate anaerobic creature, as poisoned by oxygen. Game Over cutscene shows the Pikmin throwing a collapsed Olimar into the red onion, creating an Olimar-Pikmin hybrid. Bringing up the rear with his astonishing 2 points is nobody.
Fuck you, Noah Body.
He may not be doing very good at his quiz, but goddamn can he kill a Cyclops. Above nobody, with 23 points, is Dan.
I'm actually doing the worst of this. I'm disappointed in myself.
Only by 1, because Rhino's right above you with 24. Enigma's not much further with 26, and Zarek has 27. And then, after the biggest jump since nobody, Max is at 33, and Jero is at 34.
Jero, how did you get above me? I'm coming for your ass.
He got more.
Bring it, bitch!
He got one more question out of the last 20 correct than you did. That's how.
Probably because I haven't been able to, like, pay much attention to the questions because I'm transcribing to E.
I'm immediately going for the excuse. Well, I say that is.
What if you sent screenshots?
Would you like to do it, Jero?
I mean, because if I'll prove them that I'm better than you gladly.
No, you're not.
Number 41.
All we
Look
need
at
is a
the
Pokemon question.
The aura
hey!
mechanic was invented for Smash Bros. In the mainline Pokemon games, Lucario has 2 normal abilities, Steadfast and Inner Focus, which are both themed around the same battle event. Which event is that? A. Being hit by a super effective move. B. Being inflicted with a status effect. C. Taking recoil damage. Or D. Flinching.
Now,
That's
question,
the D.
Max, are you
That's
actually
the D.
leaving Jero to transcribe the question?
No.
It doesn't help that, like, I add some, like, extra spice that doesn't need to be there, so Max probably has to, like, reword it to cut that out, or type even longer.
Oh no, I'm just transcribing the entire thing.
So he has to type even longer than he has to convey the question?
How do you like the sound of me typing?
Same as always.
I'm neutral on it.
I'm just gonna say right now, if E gets this wrong, I'm gonna be disappointed because Lucario is like his favorite Pokemon.
And what
Same.
am I too? It's time right there with Zoroark.
Yeah, I would tell E if he missed this question, he has to undo whatever the name of his Lucario amiibo is.
No. Okay, it's
doesn't-
fine.
Okay.
He also said D.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's correct. Steadfast increases the user's speed each time they flinch, and Inner Focus prevents flinching and losing attack from Intimidate.
Really? Inner Focus actually prevents that?
Yeah.
Yeah. E said D. If I get this wrong, I'll be pissed.
You know what you should do? Well, you know what you should do? You should type, you got it wrong.
I already said you were right. In fact, everyone is. He just responds, good.
I'm
pretty sure he would have been like, okay, get Smash Brothers. You're facing my Lucario. You're dead.
I would have, you know, I would have
done the Joker thing. And I got this fuck out of the call.
By the way, it's funny. So I looked at Inner Focus's page on Bulbapedia, and it's like, also prevents from Intimidate. I'm like, weird. I click on Intimidate, and there's 5 or 6 abilities that just do that for some reason, along with their listed effect.
I honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Alright,
Okay.
number 42.
Rob!
The Robot Operating Buddy, despite only functioning in 2 games, was considered quite important in Nintendo's history and has cameos in many games. Which of the following games does Rob not cameo in?
Okay, guys, we have to get this right. This is for the life, the universe, and everything.
WarioWare Smooth Moves, F-Zero GX, Majora's Mask 3D, or Mario Galaxy 2. Also,
See, I feel one that's obvious, but I feel it's too obvious.
I'm currently debating between 2. I'm just leaning more towards one of them.
Also, one thing that I couldn't manage to, do, but I wanted to, was have every game listed here be a game that was a wrong answer in a previous question. But there weren't enough previous questions where the answers were games. Especially when you then cut it down by how many have Rob cameos in them. It is Mario Galaxy 2.
I saw the left side, hey, WarioWare Smooth Moves, and I briefly had a heart attack.
That would have been amazing.
Galaxy, cameo not found.
Yep.
Wait, Kofe? That's Cafe.
I may have typoed that.
Is that number 5
Adding
now?
that to the list.
How many does that make that?
I just like, shush!
Number 43!
Toon Link!
The Wind Waker is one of the more popular Zelda games to speedrun, as speedrun by our very own Video Freak. Which of the following tricks was he involved in the discovery of?
What?
The manual Super Swim, the Southern Fairy Island Hop, the Morph Glitch, or the Pause Storage Cutscene Skip?
He actually discovered a trick? Wow, I didn't know that.
Not on his own.
He was involved in discovering it. Doesn't mean he found it himself.
I believe what it was is he was the first one who went in and tried it, and then he got something, and then people turned it into an actual version that got used in speedruns.
What is that C one called?
The Morph Glitch.
Is that spelled right?
Yes, they're an enemy in this game. Also, I just realized how tiny the little pose he's doing is in the stream view. I specifically went and found a frame after he hit the end that had a good pose.
Here's a shot of him stabbing someone in the brain.
I like how this is essentially just a question that's sponsored by one of our own.
I'm glad you enjoy that fact.
Today's stream is sponsored by Video Freak and Lunar Artist.
Also, a bit of an
Interesting you
update.
say Lunar.
Foreshadowing is...
Also, I've meant to check the leaderboards yesterday. I didn't, so that may be wrong. He might not be 15th anymore. I also then show his PB on the next slide in the any % category.
I haven't heard of any new up-and-coming runners. I'd be surprised if there were very many changes. I'm pretty sure I'm out of top 20. Let's check actually, because now I'm curious. Alright, I have any % no manual super swim is 16th place. Any % no PG skip is 36. Wow, I really dropped down. A 112.29 is 36th place nowadays. That's insane. Quiz at 37, so you either typo 27th or 36. Oh, gotcha.
Hey, Jero, if you choose A just so nobody can't get a point.
I mean, Vic, I'm not worried about that. What about you?
Oh, you're worried about me? Thanks. The nicest thing you've ever said about me.
Okay, that's the nicest thing. Vic, I've said other stuff. I don't hate you that much. Calm down, man.
I don't hate you that much. Oh, that's the second nicest thing you've ever said about me.
I mean, to be fair, I've been nicer to you more than you got to me this last few weeks.
That's true. I'm gonna be honest, Jero. I'm waiting for you to go first.
You son of a bitch!
I have E's answer.
Then post E's answer.
Fine.
Fuck it, I don't know.
Alright, he just doesn't want nobody to get a point.
Yeah.
The correct answer is the Southern Fairy Island Hop. The Southern Island Fairy Hop is a setup to consistently super swim directly from Southern Fairy Island to Forest Haven. Previously, players would go Dragon Roost Island first, and from there go to Forest Haven, meaning they had to do 2 Super Swim. I'll explain the other glitches, the other tricks, but only if you ask.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be honest, I don't particularly care about Wind Waker speedrunning.
okay, I understand the manual Super Swim in a sense, and I guess that you explained the Southern Fairy Island hop there. The one I'm most curious about is the Marth glitch.
So that's actually a detrimental glitch to speedrunning, so I did not explain it very well live, so let me try again. These are morphs. They stick to Link and need to be carefully positioned for a vital trick of the zombie hover. Morph glitch is when they no longer fall off Link when he rolls, only when he bonks the wall, making controlling them much harder. Also, please appreciate what he looked like after getting his any percent personal best.
Hey!
Alright, number 44.
It's Wolf. Yeah.
Wolf O'Donnell is the leader of the mercenary group Team Starwolf, self-proclaimed rivals to Team Star Fox. However, not all members of the team started their known careers in this group. Which of the following members of Starwolf was originally a member of Star Fox? Leon Pawalski, Panther Caruso, Pigma Dengar, or Wolf O'Donnell?
Oh, I feel like I know this.
I do know this. I find it funny you also don't have Andrew on this.
I figured the fact that he's Andros's nephew made it, like, too obvious he wasn't.
That's fair enough.
That's why I went with Panther instead.
Fun fact, his full name is Andrew Oikeny.
Everyone said C except Rhino, I guess.
Rhino, do you want to change your answer, or are you sticking to your guns? Okay.
Stop changing answers at this point. I just go whatever.
It is Pigma Dengar. Pigma was one who betrayed Peppy and James to Andros, motivated by greed. Ultimately, he was expelled from Starwolf for that same greed, and met a fate of being assimilated by a cybernetic hive mind and left floating in space as an AI.
Oh, right, freaking during the assault.
The Aporoids.
Yeah, the Aporoids.
And nothing of value was lost that day.
Pretty much.
During the Star Fox Assault game, back in the GameCube. I love that game.
Very good game for what it was.
Number 45.
Villager.
The Animal Crossing games are a fun little life sim game where the player lives in a village of animals. As the series went on, the control players had over their town was increased. In which Animal Crossing game did a player first get to be mayor? Animal Crossing, Wild World, City Folk, or New Leaf? I feel like Rhino's half asleep again because he's not spoken in a bit.
I mean, I barely know anything about these particular series, so I just pick whatever I think is it and then look away.
I see.
Give E a bit to come back.
Oh, you're not going to answer for him anymore?
No, he said he's back, so I'm assuming he's just getting settled in.
Back.
Hi, back.
Welcome back.
Oh, back. You put in a D. Okay. Everyone said D except Rhino. It's correct. I could not think of a good piece of, like, ancillary trivia to associate with this.
In the previous 3 games, the mayor was the old tortoise known as Tortimer, who became a side character running a multiplayer minigame mode in New Leaf after his
We
retirement.
could have asked about which character was made based on a fan.
She meant she couldn't think of additional info to add.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think that's what E was saying. You could have mentioned was it Aurelie?
Next question.
I thought it was Audrey.
Megaman!
That sounds right.
Megaman is a franchise with several sub-series, not counting regular releases, compilations, or mobile or arcade games, or multiple versions of the same game. Which sub-series has the most titles of the listed? Battle Network, Star Force, Legends, or ZX?
This one I know a decent amount about, at least one particular section of it.
I think this one? I don't know what ZX is.
Here in the chat, we're all Gargura.
One thing I've learned is all VTubers eventually just evolve to making that noise.
Really?
Yes, it's happened to
Was
me, and it'll happen to you too!
Is that the entirety of their first stream, though?
Everyone said Battle Network, okay. It is Battle Network, and here's how many games are in each sub-series.
17 in Classic, 11 in X, 9 in Battle Network, 14 with old versions, 4 in Zero, 3 in Legends, 3 in Star Force, 2 in ZX. I knew it definitely wasn't fucking Legends.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't want to be mean.
I knew Legends wasn't continued for some reason.
I just want to point out how Star Wars has 3 games with 7 versions among them. Like, what the fuck were they doing?
To be fair, The Elder Scrolls has like 5 games with about 30 alternate versions of one of them.
Yeah.
No, those are re-releases. I'm talking like Pokemon-style alternate versions.
Now, I'm trying to think where the other 2 Mega Man X games are. Because I know 1 through 8, and then I know there's Command Mission, which is its RPG game.
Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit, the 9th best-selling video game of all time, is an exercise in exercise. It combines the Wii motion sensors with peripheral that detected weight and precise balance shifting. What was this peripheral called? The Wii Scale, the Wii Pressure Pad, the Wii Balance Board, or the Wii Platform? Everyone said C except Zarek.
No, I'm gonna stick to it.
Wii Balance Board.
Which is C, not A.
Yeah.
Okay, so part of the reason it's like that is because the text box is like, they're just fucky.
That's fair. Like, as long as you, like, it doesn't screw up who you give the points to and all.
Yeah, so part of the game's success comes from its widespread use by those physically disabled, especially in physical therapy centers and retirement homes. So yes, hypothetical person, it does deserve to be in Smash, actually.
It deserves it about as much as R.O.B.
More than R.O.B, I'd say. R.O.B was never the 9th best-selling video game of all time. Anyways, number 48.
Rosalina and Luma.
There was a time when Rosalina was inseparable from Lumas. You couldn't find her without them. Which of these games was the first game to feature Rosalina without any Lumas? Mario Kart 7, Super Mario 3D World, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, or Mario Party Island Tour?
I remember that.
I don't remember which one of the 2 came out.
There's also a remake for Mega Man X, Maverick Hunter something.
Oh, that's for the PlayStation Portable. So that would kind of be the 10th game because it does also feature a mode where you play as Vile.
Who?
Vile is the Maverick you face in the highway on the first game. He pilots the mech suit. You get to fight him later on, and after he wipes you out there, Zero does a kamikaze attack that destroys his armor, and you get to fight him properly.
Jero, save us with your answer.
Oh, sorry. I thought I pressed it in. My bad.
Okay, that makes me very
all
confident.
A's and B's.
Answer.
It's Mario Kart 7. All of these games feature Rosalina without Luma. Mario Kart 7 was just first released in December 2011, nearly 4 years after Rosalina's introduction.
Okay, technically there were Lumas in 3D World, so...
But they weren't with her.
Yeah.
I wish my beta testers were as pedantic as you guys trying to find holes.
Yeah. Look, give me another Pokemon question, and you better believe.
We have Incineroar to go.
Greninja's still coming up, too.
Number 49, Little Mac.
Little Mac.
Coming in at 5'7" and only 107 pounds, Little Mac lives up to his name. If he were to partake in Olympic boxing, what weight class would he be assigned? Lightweight? Flyweight? Featherweight? Or he's too light to compete in the Olympics?
I actually know this, and I'm choosing to wait until Jero goes, because I think he's been copying my answers.
I'm honestly not!
Alright, we'll prove it.
Ooh, drama. I like this. Get those ratings up.
I'm
If somebody donates
between
100
two.
bits, I'll throw something at one of them.
What the fuck?
Is it a peanut butter cup?
No, but what you'll do is whoever gives the bits, we get to decide which person I give a free point to.
What? That's unfair.
Unless it's for you.
I'm joking.
It's still unfair if they give it to me.
Alright, cool.
What?
Max chose D to cover all options, I suppose.
I chose D because it's correct.
A flyweight. Flyweight division is
now
for
hang on.
48 to 52 kilograms, meaning Lil Mac barely qualifies. Matches and organizations with non-standard
How much does he weigh? Oh, okay.
Such as the WVBA's 100 to 440 are called catchweights. Alas, as a minor, Little Mac cannot compete in the Olympics despite his acceptable weight.
Oh, it's
He's
his
only
age.
17.
It's his age, Max. That's what confused you.
No, it's the fact that I have heard numerous times Little Mac is so light he wouldn't even be able to compete in the Olympic women's boxing.
Why Olympic women's?
Because they have, like, lower weight requirements, and he's still not enough.
The fact that he's only 107 pounds and he's so jacked with muscles in this pic.
That's also kind of bullshit. But anyway, yeah, flyweight for women's is 51 kilograms.
As maximum?
Let me check. Admittedly, it doesn't say, but it doesn't say whether it's minimum or maximum, but this is on the official Olympics website.
Yeah, but note that Mac here is 107 pounds, and it's 106 to qualify for the flyweight.
Okay, so I should have specified based off of how they did it in the 2020 Olympics.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because looking at it again, they literally change it every year, so...
Okay, cool.
So what, were you looking for the 2024 Olympic rules?
No, I don't. I was hearing it based on probably 2016 because I've been here. I've heard the fact tossed around for years that Little Mac is too light to even compete in women's Olympic boxing.
Turns out, things people just keep repeating aren't always true, sadly.
Greninja.
Okay.
Hey look, a Pokemon question. Greninja is known as the Ninja Pokemon, even having its name be a bilingual portmanteau between frog and ninja. What language does the Gren come from?
Oh,
French, Japanese, Latin, or Russian?
I have my answer here, but I'm not sending it in until everyone else does it.
You fucking
Maybe I don't know Olympic boxing, but I think I've proven I know Pokemon.
Oh, you absolutely know Pokemon. I'm not disputing that with you. Hell no.
I mean, if y'all are concerned about that kind of thing, I can always give a countdown and y'all answer at the same time.
No, it's a one-letter thing. If people were doing that, they would still have the opportunity to wait until it shows up and then do it, and then go, "Oh, I had a half second of Discord lag." So I think just it's fine. Go on, Jero.
I'm thinking, Jesus
I was about
Christ.
to say, do you think your friends are this dishonest, and then you just gave Jero the most suspicious sounding "go on" ever?
Yeah, what does that say about your honesty, Maxwell?
Maxwell.
You know what? Tell you what, Endorb, I'm going to send you my answer to you privately.
Yes.
Don't put it up on stream.
Alright, now I am going to put it directly up onto stream.
You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut here.
No.
Mono, what the fuck is this? Also, Max and Jero have the same answer, so it doesn't matter. The correct answer is French. Well. The full French word for frog is grenouille. Greninja is the only Pokemon present in both Smash Bros. And Pokemon Unite that's not in Sword and Shield.
So, fun fact, just before you cut off, I was about to change my answer.
What were you going to change it to?
Honestly, I'm not going to BS. I'm going to actually keep my mouth silent because I don't want to get accused for cheating because I was going to change it, but unless you really want me to say.
You were going to change it to A, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in the process of changing it to A, but I was like, nah. As soon as he started speaking, I was like, nope, can't change it now.
Anyways,
but
number 51, Mii Brawler. One of the well-known Max, don't answer yet. One of the well-known Mii Brawlers on our channel is Cataman, one of Max's regular custom characters. Which game did Cataman originate from? GTA 5, Smash Bros. Ultimate, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and Smash Bros. 4.
I think the fact that I waited until the end on that one was understandable.
Max, you've got a harder version of the question. When did he come out? You have to answer within 3 months of when it first the video was first released.
I could give the heist.
I'll accept that at 2, I guess.
It was the it was in the very end. It was right before the very end of the prison break. It was it was literally he first showed up during when we were setting up to do the prison break.
He first appeared on July 31st, 2016 in the GTA Online Episode 7. First appeared in Smash Bros. On the Banjo release stream. He also has several signature moves, which Max will name and describe right now.
He has Dunk the Donut, which is a suplex. He has the Moose Stampede, which is a rapid series of kicks. And he has, there's no specific name for it, but he will bring you into the air and beat you up in there while singing "Oh Canada."
Hold the fuck up. He first appeared on my birthday?
Happy birthday, Gerald!
Happy birthday! You shared birthday with Canada, man.
Number 52.
Gerald is Canada, man! I knew it!
No!
The swordplay game in Wii Sports Resort returned as Shambara in Switch Sports. Which translation of Shambara is the most correct? A. Sword fight choreography. B. Do not fall down. C. One-on-one sword fighting. Or D. To fight in front of an audience for entertainment.
I'm gonna follow Rhino, even though I think it's A, but yeah.
I'm just gonna pick something Gerald does not pick.
A horrible decision, really.
We keep ending up with the same answer, so.
I mean, there's only one correct answer, and yeah.
Actually, I think wait, no. Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
Meanwhile, I'm just looking up Seregios.
You know what? I'm just gonna put in what I think is the actual answer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be freaking.
Wait. So originally, like, this quiz, Lunar was someone else who was also guaranteed before she decided to back out. So the Mii Gunner question was going to be a Lunar question instead.
Okay, we're not there yet.
Hey!
So yes, it's A, sword fight choreography.
Oh, I was torn between that. I was torn between that or C. Damn.
I went D because I knew it had to do with films, and so I thought, it probably comes from stage play, so in front of an audience.
Genre is also a movie genre popularized in Japan in the 1940s by film 47 Ronin. The genre focuses on a depiction of the fighting arts, as sometimes used in the vein of how Americans use martial arts movie.
Hey, you know what?
Very nice.
You know, this movie about two people punching each other, it's just genre. No swords, but whatever. You know, that kind of thing.
Godzilla is my favorite martial arts movie.
With that, number 53, Gunner. As evident by their name, Miis were practically synonymous with the Wii before outgrowing them. However, they were originally conceptualized for an earlier console, being rejected before eventually being realized. Which console did the concept originate from? The SNES, the Nintendo 64, the GameCube, or the PlayStation 2?
If it's somehow PlayStation 2, I swear to God.
I mean, you can answer PlayStation 2.
Yeah, no.
I like it is really hard to get standardized shapes of console photos.
Yes.
So is the Lunar question going to be a bonus question?
No.
Oh.
Originally, I was going to ask everyone the name of her Nuzlocke comic.
So this is specifically... So
specifically Mii's.
Yeah, okay, but what I'm asking is, this is specifically which console were they first considered to try to put on?
That is correct. The person who made Mii's originally wanted to put them on this console, and then the idea did not get onto that console.
Okay, then.
The answer is the SNES. Hey!
Yeah.
Damn it!
Wow!
I knew that they were originally planned for Famicom, but I also know that was, like, later on that it was revealed, so...
Yeah.
Damn, I honestly thought it was the GameCube.
The face-making system
it actually says right there.
Was conceptualized by Shigeru Miyamoto for the disk drive, where players could then export them to a disk and animate them. The idea was rejected for not being a game. Some of this concept was reused for an N64 DD game Talent Studio as cancelled GameCube sequel stage debut. The idea was originally rejected again for the Wii, but a similar concept was being worked on for the DS, and eventually got moved back to Wii after Miyamoto angrily joined the team.
Alright, I'll fucking do it myself!
I love the angrily joined the team.
He's like, this is my idea.
Nobody can fucking do it right.
They literally has the energy of fine, I'll do it myself.
They're fucking taking this idea I've had, and they're having other people do it on the DS. Fuck off.
Miyamoto heading towards the Wii department.
Alright. Number 54. Palutena is the goddess of light, based off the Greek goddess Athena. Which of these other deities are not in Kid Icarus Uprising? Phyron, Discordia, Poseidon, or Dintos?
I'm sorry, the last one just sounds like Mentos.
Dintos, the flesh maker.
So, Miyamoto holds up a power glove. Fine, I'll do it myself. I hope the snap came across.
I hope I'm correct, I don't know.
My snaps are much more fuddy than most people's snaps. So that hopefully
Fun fact, snaps are not caused by the friction of your finger against your thumb. It's from your thumb hitting your palm, or it's from your finger hitting your palm.
Yep.
So theoretically, you could snap by just doing anything else where
it's a finger hitting your palm. It's a finger hitting your palm while connected to the air being pushed out.
It doesn't actually have to touch your palm. Most of the sound comes from the just the way it forces the air to move. All right, everyone's answered, and the correct answer is B. Discordia. Discordia is a Roman goddess, not a Greek goddess. The goddess of strife. Poseidon is the god of the sea. Phyron is the god of the sun, and Dintos is the god of the forge.
Would you like me to bust in real quick with what role these all play in Kid Icarus Uprising?
You mean the ones that are there anyways.
Trivia. Okay.
The name Palutena is possibly a portmanteau or corruption of Pallas Athena, which is the full name, quote-unquote, seen used for the goddess in some places.
Dinto's God of the Forge shows up as the person that you have to go to in order to get the 3 sacred treasures fixed. Pyron shows up for 3 chapters when there's an alien invasion. Yes, I don't fucking know. And he is helping you out before he ends up being the main bad guy of that arc because he wants the alien's power. Poseidon shows up for literally like 30 fucking seconds in order to part the ocean so it can swim, it can fly through it.
I thought the level was longer than 30 seconds, but okay.
Poseidon himself shows up for like 30 seconds. It's like, we gotta go into the ocean. Hi, I'm Poseidon. Here, you can go in now. Bye.
I'll just crash it on you once the flying stops, so, hope.
Alright, number 55.
Pac-Man!
In the original Pac-Man arcade machine, the ghosts had different AI. Which ghost had the most advanced AI? Inky, Blinky,
I feel like I know this.
I know what they all do, but I don't know which one would be considered the most advanced.
I'm guessing D.
Once you see why they're the most advanced, it's going to be very obvious they are the most advanced.
Now here's the question. Is it the one that follows? Is it the one that goes away? Is it the one that goes randomly? Or is it whatever the hell Pinky does?
I love how you classify everyone except Pinky, and you just say, whatever the hell Pinky.
I can't remember what she does, alright?
I kind of want to...
I'm trying to think of her name. All I can think of is the pony.
What do you guys think of me telling you all what the ghosts do, and then we figure out which one is considered most advanced?
Okay. I think that's fair. Because I remember Blinky is the one that follows you no matter what.
Yeah, Blinky chases you. Pinky chases towards a spot in front of Pac-Man. Clyde chases directly after him, but then also runs away.
I thought Clyde was just random.
Clyde generally ends up being random. This is in the original. Clyde generally ends up being random, but generally what happens is that when he gets close enough to Pac-Man, he starts going somewhere else. Inky is... I actually don't quite remember what Inky was.
Was Inky the one that just ran away?
Inky's target has to do with what the other ghosts are doing.
So would Inky not be the most advanced then?
I don't know.
I'm torn between the two of them.
Because let's be honest, I don't know how advanced it's considered to put in randomness.
I feel like it's Inky or Blinky.
I will say,
you say Blinky, I'll say
none
Inky.
of them use randomness.
You don't want to go Inky because he's blue, won't you?
Also, I'd like to cockblock nobody.
I we got a cab going. Anyone call a cab?
Alright, so the correct answer is Inky.
Damn it!
Inky derives its target spot from Pinky and Blinky's positions relative to the player and their targets. Blinky just takes the shortest route, Pinky tries to get in a position a specific distance in front of the player, and Clyde tries to take the shortest route to a player, but once it gets close enough, it reverts to the scatter AI and heads towards the corner.
Scatter AI being what happens when you get a power pellet.
Correct.
So what you're saying is I should have changed my answer.
So Max was the only one who got it right.
So I think that technically means Clyde can't kill you.
It can, because sometimes scatter AI tells it to go past you.
Yeah, but Clyde can't kill you unless you just happen to be in a bad position. He doesn't chase you properly. All the others have something to do with actually going after you.
Yeah,
Clyde is just like, I'm gonna get you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
If you removed all the other ghosts and then just sat at spawn, Clyde would never kill you, as far as I understand. Yeah, sometimes Clyde can be the one to go towards you and kill you because reasons. 56.
Robin!
Robin is the first avatar to also be a unit of Fire Emblem series by international release order. Yes, I know there was a Japanese exclusive that did it first. They thus have a degree of customizable appearance and gender. Their child will always be the opposite gender. What's this child's name? Sam, Morgan, Alex, or Dawn?
Damn, I guess I'm wrong.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
Also, I love how, in the one art, they have, pretty normal hair, and then the other art is just look at all this purple in my hair.
Well, I guess I'm going to be the one wrong.
You have the.
Or
I was about to say you have the right to change your answer.
Fuck it, fine. Change it.
The one that would
I like how we all just look at Dan, see what he puts. All right, that one.
No, I was thinking for myself.
If Dan and Rhino ever choose separate answers, I'm just going to be like, oh fuck.
The correct answer is Morgan.
It's Robin.
I almost did that, yes. Morgan takes the class of her other parent unless Robin marries Chrom, Lucina, Olivia, or Walhart, which will have them
Walmart
as the tactician class. Female Morgan can even take the transformation class from a dragon mother. Although there's no dragon fathers in this game to potentially have a... Yeah.
Yeah.
There are no male dragons in Awakening.
Bad dragon.
God damn it, why?
Because number
You realize when it gets to Corrin, I'm going to shut up and let you guys flounder.
Oh, fuck. No! Damn, please have mercy!
Shulk has a few voice lines in Smash which are considered iconic. Which of the following is a reference to something one of his allies said in Xenoblade Chronicles, rather than to something he said or being original for Smash?
Dan, we wait.
The future is ours to
Dan.
decide. I'm really feeling it. Now it's Shulk time. This is the Monato's power.
I feel like
Dan,
I just
you and I wait, because Dan, I know you and I know it.
There's a couple of these where I'm just like,
Fuck, I don't know this!
Jero, I don't expect most people to know half of these.
I know, just thinking...
Enigma changed it to...
Ah, yes, I remember that famous Shulk line. Oh, fuck!
It's what happened when Fiona got
the viable
bladed.
letters that BTP C.
No, you know what? No, guys, I remember Shulk's famous line.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Sentimental face after he killed Fiona.
Yeah, that's one of his no, that's one of his game over lines.
I could swear it's B, but I can't.
Hey, Max, do you want to give an answer?
I
don't know.
Dan and I are waiting for everyone else because Dan and I know it.
Yeah,
Alright, Jero, do you want to give an answer?
You want to help?
And Enigma?
He went for B.
Yeah.
God.
But I think E was the first thing he chose.
And confuses this.
I was about to say, E had chosen B, and then at some point he changed it to fuck.
Because I can't remember. I swear I'm really feeling it, but I can't
Remember, this is specifically, which of the following is something said by one of his allies? He doesn't actually say it in the original game.
And
I'm
it's
trying to
referencing
remember.
them.
I can't remember if it's B or C.
Flip a coin.
Hurry up, Jero.
Ah! How does a virtual coin land on its side?
I'm not gonna just...
Nah,
I'm sending it.
my coin fell into the bed. I'm not
All right, Dan. 3, 2, 1.
Fuck! Was it really that?
Now it's rhyme time!
Some fans have noticed this reference doesn't feel particularly in character for Shulk.
That's why he shrugs whenever he says it.
I almost changed off the answer.
Knew it.
I mean,
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure with that fucking Max ahead of me.
I think we're tied again, but
No, let's go to 60 and then we'll do the points.
Alexi, how many questions are there?
Speed run. We're kind of.
There are 85.
There's a bit more than that.
Okay.
I'm taking a look right now.
Number 58.
Because I do have the stream pulled up a bit.
We really had to power through these.
I do know who's in the lead.
Bowser
if you want to know.
Jr.
Bowser Jr. shares the character slot with the 7 Koopalings. These Koopalings were originally interpreted as being Bowser's children. When Bowser Jr. was introduced, there was a clear issue to resolve. How are they related to Bowser now?
Ooh.
A. They're very devoted minions. B. They're Bowser's nephews and niece. C. They're Bowser's adopted children. Or D. They're Bowser's biological children.
At this point, I'm just guessing, hoping I get it right.
All right, for this answer, whether I'm right or wrong, I'm gonna give this look anyway.
What look?
I'm gonna go.
I have an image ready to show.
Everyone said A except for Enigma. A. They're very devoted minions. The original Japanese for Koopalings was Koopa Sichi Ninshu, meaning Team of 7 Bowsers. They're never officially Family Bowser in Japan, although some localizations implied or stated them to be so.
Really?
Does that face?
Thank you, Nintendo, for making this.
Number 59.
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt is based off the game created for the NES Zapper. All the games for it. How did the NES Zapper determine where you were pointing? A. It used several gyroscopes to figure out where it was pointing compared to the ground. B. It used a camera and detects the color of the screen. C. It detects the distance of both its front and back from the console to determine an angle. Or D. None of the above. Zarek has redeemed a hydrate.
You've been reading so much, I thought you needed it. I have no idea.
Damn it!
I know how it works. I'm just trying to figure out if one of these is technically how it is, or if it's none of the above.
It's one or the other. I can't figure out for the life of me.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Jero?
Okay, fine, Jesus.
The correct answer is B.
Fuck!
Detect color screen. This is why if you watch closely, pulling trigger causes a brief black flash on screen with a white square on the target. This also means the game only works on CRT TVs.
Again, I was torn between the two, between that or D, and then you just rushed me. I
was torn in the same way because I always heard that it was interpreted as light levels rather than the colors.
I could, as someone who cheated with it way back in the day by just touching the gun to the screen, I could tell you light level doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's because this is going long, so I'm going to speed it a little.
That's fair.
Well, could have used a warning.
I think starting after you finished reading all the questions, we get 15 to 20 seconds.
Alright.
Yeah.
Number 60.
Ryu!
Ryu's fighting style is considered a standard template for fighting game characters, despite much of his style not resembling a real martial arts style it was once named after. What is the name of this style? Shotokan, Luigi Ryu, Aikido, or Taekwondo?
I was about to say, you and I know this, Jero. We'd probably not say it immediately.
Wait. Oh, okay.
I totally butchered the stress on Taekwondo.
Freaking what? Freaking you don't want me to do it early. He wants me to do it quick. Make up your mind.
To be fair, I at the very least was probably going to go Shotokan anyway because it sounded familiar.
It is Shotokan.
Just as a heads up, I did change my answer.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Noted.
Shotokan is a subset of karate as characterized by linear strikes and wide stances. Despite having their own named fighting style, the two and characters reminiscent of them continue to be called Shotos by the fighting game community. And they're fucking wrong.
Apparently, according to them, Shaggy is a Shoto.
They're fucking extra wrong!
Goku!
Like Shoryuken!
Alright, and let's do the Echo Fighter before the score recap.
Ken!
The in-universe martial art Ken and Ryu learns is Satsujinken, a specialized mixed martial arts style. What is it style designed for? Finding inner peace through the art of combat sport, killing people as fast as possible, training your body for endurance and strength, or harnessing your ki the most effectively.
Depends, are you talking about the original, or are you talking about the modified version they learned?
I don't believe that changes the answer.
I think the idea is they learned Satsujinken and then modified it, but what is Satsujinken?
Okay.
Because
Jerome and Dan, you're waiting, aren't you?
Probably. Let's be honest. Correct answer is B, killing people as fast as possible. The name of the art translates to Assassination Fist. It's also fighting style of Akuma.
I thought that was...
I feel I am mad at myself.
I thought that was the name of a different style of martial arts. I thought they didn't call it Satsujinken.
No, the fucking... I think we mixed it up with the freaking Satsui no Hado.
Yeah, I thought Satsui no Hado was literally the assassin fist.
Satsui no Hado, Satsujinken.
Yeah, Satsui no Hado is like a specific move in the style.
Guys, Satsui no Hado was specifically like the reason why...
That was
like
the move Akuma used that made him what he is.
Yeah.
I got that mixed up because of the whole fucking time.
Same here, and that's where I messed
wrong. You're fine.
Let's go over score now.
So, if I didn't give Max the lead before, I sure as hell did it now. Fuck!
Staying consistent at 2 points is nobody. With 33 points is Rhino. With 36 points is Dan. With 39 points are Enigma and Zarek.
I'm sorry, wait, what? I thought it was lower. What the fuck?
I guess
You've been right on my heels.
With 48 points is Jero, and with 50 points is Max.
Damn it!
Satsujingo, fuck yourself.
Alright.
I am so nettled right now!
61.
You were actually 1 point ahead of me.
The Final Fantasy series is one of the most famous JRPG series around. However, it was almost named something else. What was it almost named? Fatal Fantasy, Fantastic Fantasy, Feudal Fantasy, or Fighting Fantasy? Fun fact, I originally had a lore question, and then I reconfirmed how strong Max's don't spoil anything stance is, and he was like, literally nothing. I was like, okay, I guess I can't do this vague thing. Because I had a question that vaguely alludes...
We'll wait for Max.
Sorry, I was busy talking about him, so he was listening.
I'm gonna cockblock nobody. I don't know.
Alright, the correct answer was Fighting Fantasy. While rumors often that was called Final Fantasy because Square expected clothes, that was not actually considered. Although it was kind of true that if the game failed, they'd probably close. The devs merely wanted a nice Romanized abbreviation FF and 4-syllable Japanese abbreviation FU. Fighting Fantasy was not used. That was already the name of a board game series in Britain.
I like the Japanese abbreviation FU. FU.
Alright, I did send a question to you, Endor.
No, it was not. Alright, number 62.
Corrin!
Dance, please!
Using water magic in a few of their moves in Smash Bros., but their dragon powers don't actually allow them to use water magic. Where does this relationship to water magic stem from?
I don't feel like I've heard this!
A. Corrin had a much deeper relationship to water in the development phase, which Sakurai drew from. B. Corrin constantly evokes the iconography of water as a running metaphor and aesthetic. C. One of Corrin's special weapons is the Water Stone, which does allow them to use water magic, just not inherent to them. Or D. A central plot point involves in someone using water magic on Corrin. Say that again, Rhino?
I said I knew I should have finished the other 2 rounds in that game.
I'm tempted to just... Whoa, everyone's going D and
Oh, someone...
I said, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone believe me, I don't know.
Hey, they also don't necessarily know, so maybe they just think... They also think that's most likely one.
It's the one that I think it's not.
You just saying it's the one you think it's not?
No, I'm saying if I think it's the... There. I'm just gonna shut up. I can't speak right now.
I understand why Dan's waiting. Jero, come on.
Okay, fine. Thinking
As soon as Dan enters, I'm either gonna be really happy or I'm gonna be very sad.
All right,
I don't know.
6 waters in a row.
I'm gonna be very mad at myself right now, I think.
Okay, so I've had my answer since Enigma and Zarek put theirs in, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I do not know this answer.
Oh.
You only know them from the ancillary. You haven't played this 3DS Fire Emblem game. Oops.
Corrin!
The answer is Cloud!
D.
Oh, it was D!
Oh my god, I got it right!
In the cutscene, Azura attempts to calm Corrin in dragon form, water surrounding the pair. It didn't work, and Corrin severely injures her before regaining their senses. Also, presumably this is where the down throw animation
I didn't think Azura had a... now I feel insulted.
I feel like I recall Corrin's final smash including like some stone on their chest lighting up. So I was like, Water Stone!
I'm actually very, very pissed off at myself.
It allowed her to evolve into Polygon.
You know what? I'm so pissed off.
Oh god.
No!
I hope it's fully playfully. Oh, thank god.
Foreshadow.
I still love how, like, I guess that's why the down throw is what it is. They just absolutely stomp on you, like they did to their friend Azura that one time.
It wasn't even a stomp. They've got her neck held, like they were gonna choke her out.
With a hoof?
Alright, number 63.
It's actually a clawed hand.
Oh,
fuck. While she can summon other demons for devastating attacks, Bayonetta gains her power from pacts made with one specific resident of Inferno. Who does the Umbral Witch have a pact with? Gamora, Rodon, Malthus, or Madama Butterfly?
I actually know this.
I know. Freaking fuck, we both know this. Max, fuck.
Honestly, there's not really that many, like, interesting trivia questions about Bayonetta.
Jero on 3, okay? On 3, we'll both put it in, because we both think we know it. Neither of us want the other to copy.
You know what, freaking... I'm pretty sure it has to be this.
One, two, three. Indeed, everyone chose D because it's correct.
Yeah!
Indeed!
As a witch in this Christian-themed game, Bayonetta made a pact with a demon. However, as a protagonist in this Christian-themed game, she also has blood relations to angels.
I knew Madama Butterfly and Gamora were the only ones that I had heard of, and I knew Gamora was just a demon she summoned.
Gamora is used in Final Smash.
Yeah.
I went with this
Fun
one
fact,
because
if you mash, you do more damage. And also, that sound Gamora makes is an elephant.
Yeah.
This makes sense to me. Why use an elephant for a demon?
To make the sound they want.
Especially with
it... Because people don't know it.
One of the most unique elements of Splatoon is its music, particularly the vocal tracks featuring the heavily edited squid voices singing gibberish. Which of the following instruments did they use as the base for those vocals? A hydraulophone, a theremin, a human voice, or an octobass?
The fuck's an octobass?
That's not my serious answer.
It is a bass, but it is I don't know what you want me to say.
Drop the octobass.
I'm gonna assume human voice.
I think I actually know. Yeah, I'm waiting for Jero.
God damn it!
You two!
Mono, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, it said Max and Jero know the horny answer.
Wait, what?
Marina.
Oh, god damn it! Well, I need more Max, because that's like, I like him, but I know like he's like...
Marina or Nimona, God.
Alright. Answer, quiz, question.
Why don't you combine the two, see how that turns out?
Marona?
4.
Bye, Marona.
3.
Jero, just put it in!
2.
Fine!
Why not Marina?
Because I know how it was made.
It was a human voice.
Yeah, okay.
All of the Splatoon tracks
Oh,
feature
that's
vocals
Octobase.
which are in fact
Jesus,
sung by
it's
and
huge.
digitally edited. Yeah.
So-
Yep, I only put that one in there for the pun.
Do you want to know how disappointed I am in myself?
Oh god.
No.
Probably as disappointed as I was about missing corns.
I know for a fact it was not a theremin because the theremin sounds like you know those sounds in the Alien movies?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I put it in because it's like a weird instrument people will recognize the name of, so I thought that might trip someone
Yeah,
up.
I had a feeling it wasn't a theremin. I knew that's what it really
To be honest, you would have thrown more people off if human voice was D.
All of these answers, except the ones where there's an obvious order to put them in, I literally randomized what order they appear on the list.
I hate how my meme answer was the actual correct one.
Alright, 65.
Ridley!
Ridley is seen as the primary antagonist of the Metroid series and Samus' rival despite never being the main antagonist of the plot. This rivalry started all the way when the two first met. Why didn't Ridley kill Samus when they first met? A. He was interrupted by a station exploding. B. Ridley thought Samus was too cute to kill. C. Samus earned his respect with how hard she fought back. Or D. Ridley admires how Samus' mother sacrificed herself for the girl.
I have no idea.
I hope it's this one.
I don't know. I'm making an educated guess based on something I know.
Now, my question is this.
Guys, are you just thinking, well, stations blow up in Metroid games? Maybe it happened
No,
here.
I'm going for... I'll explain it afterwards, but, like, mine is not necessarily going to be correct, because I don't know for sure.
More than one of the people who I tested this question on did use that logic to say A.
No, that is not why I'm thinking that.
It's funny, though.
Can I explain why I think that's not right? Well, right before you go? Or after you go? I don't know.
We'll see. It's also going to depend on if it's the correct answer. Well, no, my reasoning is still going to be there.
My reasoning only works if it's the correct answer, therefore it must be correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's... Because I'm pretty sure it was like one of the two. I'm pretty sure it was...
Okay, are we going off the game or are we going off the manga?
It was never shown in a game. It was A. He was interrupted by a station exploding.
Here's the reason I thought that. Because I know Ridley is a fucking sociopath and sadist, so he wouldn't have had any admiration, respect, or thinking she's cute.
About that. So Samus, 3 years old at the time, walked up to Ridley and asked her to be his friend. He decided to do a quick mercy kill to the child because she was cute, too cute to die horrifically, and was undeterred by when the mother self-sacrificed. Meanwhile, trying to sabotage pirates, Samus' father blew up a large section of the station.
See, I thought they were on a planet, so I didn't think that made sense.
Nope, they were on a space station.
God damn it, I could have sworn.
You did swear just now. Alright.
Congratulations, you made them leave.
Originally, I had the French version here because I couldn't find the English version for a while. And he literally called her too cute.
Simon!
Simon wields the legendary whip Vampire Killer, an artifact passed down the Belmont clan for generations. Whip has had several different forms over its lifetime. Which of these is not one of them? Morning Star, Whip of Alchemy, Thorn Whip, or Angel's Whip?
Anyone want to help me out?
Help who out?
Me?
Well, I'm gonna save my answer.
I feel like I'm wrong every time. The only ones I'm confident on are the Pokemon ones.
I know at least one of you is wrong.
Okay, so that means I gotta change my answer.
I said at least one of you. You could be right. Maybe Enigma and Rhino are right. I'll give you a definitive answer when Jero and Max give their answers.
I'm not sure if...
Oh, I'm just looking at Mega Gunner.
Oh, hey.
Did everyone like my acapella rendition of Vampire Killer?
That was Vampire Killer?
It was my best attempt at it from memory.
All right,
Gerald,
so
if you had chosen the same answer as me, I would have been like, "Come the fuck on."
okay, so
I'm
so
trying to pick the same as you.
Okay, so Enigma, Rhino, it is not the Whip of Alchemy. I played Lament of Innocence, where that's where I learned the Whip of Alchemy eventually became the Vampire Killer. It was held by Leon Belmont.
Stop stealing my trivia.
Leon,
give me an answer.
All right, I'll give the answer of this one.
C for Castlevania.
It's D, Angel's Whip. The Whip of Alchemy is its original form created by Leon Belmont, as Dan said, and Morningstar is its strongest form, where it becomes a metal whip instead of a leather one. The Thorn Whip is an intermediate form found in Simon's Quest.
Which is the middle picture right there?
Yeah, it's the one on the... I would have said it's the one on... Oh, no, the left is the Whip of Alchemy, so the middle would have to be the Thorn Whip.
Yeah, it's just a picture from Simon's Quest box art, I think it was.
Yeah, that looks like box art.
I just chose Thorn Whip because I was like, maybe that's actually a vine.
66 Echo.
Or an enemies.
Richter.
The Castlevania series is known for its sub-weapons and skills. Which game was the first in which all of the special moves in Smash, Uppercut, Axe, Cross, and Holy Water appear together?
I assume appear together as attacks you could use, is the idea.
Yes.
Okay, so I was gonna be like, I'm pretty sure all the Castlevania games have a cross or axe somewhere in the scenery.
Castlevania, Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I know I'm wrong.
I have no idea, so I'm literally just gonna wait so I can cockblock nobody.
You're funny.
Man, Max really hates the idea of nobody getting it right.
I hate the concept of nobody existing.
I don't know.
I said don't go with mine. I know I'm wrong.
If you know you're wrong, why would you choose it?
Because I don't know anything else.
Then pick one at random.
He did! He chose the one he knows is wrong!
Pick another one at random.
Honestly,
he got D again!
Honestly, I think I'm wrong, but I'm still going to stick with it because it seems like it's too easy to pick the one that's super popular.
What does Gerald think about this?
It could be... I'm torn between these two, but I feel like one's too easy and one is a red herring, so I don't know.
What are you torn between?
Honestly, I'm torn between picking either A or D, because I feel...
So am I! Choose D! Because I chose A!
You just don't want it to be the same thing, because... Oh, what the fuck.
Endor.
Well...
I was gonna say which redeem should I go with?
If you're still sure it's
but
wrong.
You just did one of the redeems, so there you go.
Yeah.
There.
Alright, the correct answer is C, Symphony of the Night. Rhino saved us from nobody getting a point.
And Enigma swapped it last second.
I was just gonna be wrong together with Rhino.
In Symphony of the Night, only Richter can uppercut. You must play him as an unlockable character and then acquire a high jump power, which becomes the uppercut while he uses it. Free listed sub-weapons appear in all of the games, however.
Yeah, I knew Axe, Cross, and Holy Water were across all three games. I didn't think it was Symphony of the Night because I know in the prologue you use the Cross and the Holy Water, but the Axe didn't.
Also,
suddenly
shout
I realized
out to old Richter concept art. Or not like official art.
He looks like Dracula.
Because he was possessed by...
Alucard.
Alucard looks like Dracula.
67.
King K. Rool!
The tyrant of many titles and Kong Clan's eternal foe, what does the K in King K. Rool stand for? Cruel? Crud? Krieg? Or nothing? I thought Gerald was just going to immediately slam down an answer with like...
I'll pick it up!
Dad! Dad! Gerald, do A.
He's gonna get the right answer.
I don't fucking know. I'm just guessing.
It's supposed to be fun trivia, you know? Even if you don't know it, you get to learn cool, interesting things.
See, the thing is, I don't know, because the thing is, are you doing it the way I'm thinking of, or are you doing it as a trick question?
She's not gonna answer that.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. Well, actually, I do know one thing you might be...
What does the K stand for, Jero?
Okay, Reagan. I'm gonna answer then put it, Reagan. It's supposed to be nothing. It's supposed to be the K rule, because it's supposed to be the cruel. So technically, it should stand for nothing.
It stands for nothing.
Okay.
Crud was his beta name before King K. Rool, but the K is officially just an initial.
Fun fact, in the cartoon, they call him King K. Rool.
Stop right there, Karul.
Also, I want the alternate universe where his name is King Cruel Rule.
No, King Cruel R. Or King Cool R.
Well, news, Gerald
Why
Max are
would
not
you
tied
say
up
that,
again.
Taylor? Why would you put that in my chat?
Gerald and I both got it right.
Dare I ask?
Who got it
no.
right?
Oh yeah, you did.
Fucker.
Isabel!
Isabel is the town hall secretary in Animal Crossing New Leaf and serves similar administrative roles in all games since. She's also a dog. What breed of dog is she? A Pomeranian, a Shih Tzu, a Golden Retriever, or a Shiba Inu?
Dad, if you get... Yeah, okay.
Okay, everyone chose B. And guess what? You're all correct.
Oh yeah, because I'm about to say, if you say she's...
Her Japanese name is Shizu.
Enjoy these cute dog pictures for like 3 more seconds.
Oh, and Dan's freaking Switch name is Shizu.
Does that say Pomerania?
Oh yeah, you got the end!
Typos, oh noes.
Pomerania is the region that the next Pokemon D&D campaign is going to take place in.
Alright, number 69.
Nice.
Incineroar!
Jero!
Oh, okay!
Another point showed up on the count!
You're not actually losing a point, but I knew that would get someone!
Naya!
Incineroar comes from the 7th generation Pokemon game.
Sir!
Because of a retirement of features, there are certain kinds of data it does not have. Which does Incineroar not have in their Pokédex entries? A shape? A leveling rate? A footprint? Or a Pokédex color?
I'm actually not sure about this.
I'm guessing.
This is obscure.
So this is
as fuck.
specifically what is not in its Pokédex entry.
Which of the following does Incineroar not have in the game data? Because I guess none of them have leveling rates in the Pokédex, right? I don't think that's in the Pokédex.
I really don't know.
Damn, I for a second I thought there was something not given, so I was going to tell Max which one.
I'm going footprint because that was my original guess, but...
The correct answer is... footprint! Also, despite not being visible in-game, all Pokemon Sword and Shield still have a Pokédex color, even though there's no way to access it. Even in the Crown Tundra DLC.
Huh.
Jero, high five!
Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah, footprints were present in generations 2 to 5.
I just played Sun recently, so I'm glad I got that right.
Number 70.
Piranha Plant!
Piranha Plant
Nice!
comes
Oh, wait.
in all shapes and sizes, and the biggest and most shaped is Petey Piranha, who appears as Piranha Plant's final smash. Which of the following elements of the final smash is original to Ultimate? A. Petey being so tall. B. Petey slamming down both cages. C. Petey just jumping around. Or D. Petey breathing fire.
Well, I know it's not A, because he was that tall in Sunshine.
I'm trying to remember one incarnation of Petey Piranha that I'm pretty sure nobody ever remembers, just trying to see if that one's going to throw me off.
Also, apparently I was so loud, Dad could hear me in the shower while it was going on.
Congratulations on your volume.
I'm not sure that's something I should be congratulated about.
What's the opposite of congratulations?
Fuck you.
Fuck you on your volume.
That's what Dad came down to tell me.
Yes, that's correct. Neither in Brawl Boss Fight nor the Mario series has Petey ever breathed fire before.
I was trying to remember Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, because you fight Petey Piranha there, and I was trying to be like, does he breathe fire in that?
You also fight
He does
it
not,
in a Superstar Saga.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
that's
Petey Piranha, you fight.
That's
you
a
fight
beanie piranha.
Alright.
You fight a piranha that's big. You fight
You fight a Piranha Plant that looks suspiciously like Petey.
You do that in Galaxy. You do that a fair bit.
71.
Joker!
Joker hails from the Persona series, which draws heavily from various concepts proposed by a famous psychologist. Which psychologist's work is the series inspired from? B.F. Skinner,
Fuck, I thought I would actually know something on this one.
Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, or Jean Piaget?
I really hope I got this right. I just guessed, because I don't know a thing about psychology.
Also, if it matters, there's the periods where they were alive.
If it matters,
the period where
there
they
are
went
periods
unalive.
where they were alive.
Yeah, the first number. The first number is
isn't.
when. I'm sorry. The first number is when they were alive. The second number is when they went unalive.
Now my question is this: was it also Was the psychologist stuff also in Shin Megami Tensei?
I don't think so. I haven't played the core Shin Megami Tensei series, though.
Rhino joins me in cockblocking.
Wait, is it Tensei or Tensei? I don't know. Shit.
Shin Megami,
I don't
it doesn't,
care.
Shin Megami Tinsel, whatever. It's a Christmas game.
And now Zarek is last for once.
And no one-
I'm
and no
trying
one
to
chose
think of this
Piaget.
because I actually really enjoy the series.
Choose D.
Just beat it a few days ago.
Well,
you mean
wasn't
what?
that big spoiler your favorite part?
I love the game, but I don't know about psychologists, so I'm just guessing randomly.
Yeah,
Zarek,
that's
Zarek
my
did what you
problem.
asked, Max. He chose D. Correct answer was B, Carl Jung.
Hey!
Jung's work focused on analyzing the unconscious and archetypes and is constantly drawn on for Persona series. Personas, shadows, a lot of the theory of self, the collective unconscious, and complexes are all concepts developed by him.
Literally all I knew is it wasn't Sigmund Freud.
Yes, same!
I had a feeling it wasn't, but I didn't know.
There's a couple personas that you look at and you think Sigmund Freud, but
Like the one that's a giant dick.
Classic mythology.
We call him Mara.
72.
Hero!
The hero refers to any protagonist of a Dragon Quest game. With 4 models and 8 total skins, 3 of the 11 heroes were not included in Smash Bros. through the playable character. But which of the following heroes was included? Dragon Quest 2, Dragon Quest 6, Dragon Quest 7, or Dragon Quest 9?
Well,
This is the
I know
most
which
evil
one it
question
was.
on the quiz, because even Dragon Quest fans usually are just like, what the fuck?
Why do I feel like B's wrong? Because I don't think we've ever had a back-to-back question where the same letter is the correct one.
Like I said, I literally, unless there's an obvious order, I actually randomize it. So, if it's actually been that way, it's just luck. It's no intentional design.
I don't think that we've actually had a back-to-back correct answer letter.
Unfortunately, even with my knowledge, all I could do is I'm fairly sure 1 is not the answer.
1 isn't on there.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't. Which one?
I'm gonna go with this here, because I'm fairly certain that I know which one Dragon Quest 9 is. That it is actually impossible for them to put that hero in.
I was about
well,
to
the
say,
idea is which of them is included.
9 is Sentinels of the Starry Sky, isn't it?
And he's saying
yes.
that's the only one he knows is not.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I'm
wait,
saying.
that's
9
not-
is the only one that I think cannot be in there, because that one is a created character.
Alright, Max, if everyone else is wrong, you only have a 50-50 on cock-blocking nobody.
I'm just confused by this because I'm seeing something here that's really fucking with me right now.
It's
What would that
confucking
be?
with you?
Explain it, please.
Explain confucking.
You know what? Yeah, I'll say it now instead of waiting until it's over and be like, yeah, I was right. I don't think any of these are included.
The next slide, I show you pictures of all of them, so you'll see.
I mean, we'll see, but like, I specifically recall having a conversation with Silver, and none of these numbers came up.
I will be honest, like, I looked at some of these, and I was like, which one is this guy supposed to be?
I also will say there are only 4 of them. The other 4 are just costumes.
Yes, that's kind of what I meant, like...
Okay,
the
because like
costumes.
there's not 8 different representations here.
Yeah, no, literally what you have here are 4 models from the Dragon Quest games, and then I believe they changed the colors to represent other ones.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Endorb is saying here.
Because I'm fairly certain that... Because the original one is from 11.
I don't
'cause
think
that
that's
was the
how
most
original works, but...
The default color is 11.
Yeah.
And then I know freaking
Bandana
I know
is 8.
One of them is literally called 8.
That's Bandana.
Yeah, and he is from 8. Like I literally asked that to Silver, and then I could have sworn that the other 2 that are here are 3 and 4.
Yeah, because I think Erdrick was a really popular character down in Japan.
If the one on the top left is from Dragon Quest 3.
Which, that's Erdrick, right?
So
yes, I believe so.
Honestly, I'm gonna abstain because none of these are correct as far as like
just pick one.
Fuck it. Yeah.
D. The correct answer is A, Dragon Quest 2.
Wow, we all missed it.
Wait, is he? Wait, how? I'm confused.
Blue
He's not in
coloring.
Oh, fucking that's a okay. Fucking
I disagree with the question, but I see what you meant now. I feel like you should have been more clear that you also meant the alternate colors as references.
I did say 8 total skins, 3 out of 11 were not represented.
Yes, that is exactly what Endorp said in the question.
Okay, I missed that. It was just focused on the latter half of the question. All right, that's on me. Sorry.
Alright, 73.
Banjo and Kazooie!
In Banjo Kazooie, the villainous witch Grunty is infamous for her rhyming speech. However, as rhyming isn't considered special in Japanese, the localization team did something else. Which of the following did they do to make Grunty's speech unique? A. She doesn't talk in a unique way. B. They made her sentence structure match her grunts, like the game audio. C. They made her talk in haiku. Or D. They made her elongate certain syllables.
How the hell? Why is A there?
Why is A there? Because I randomized the order.
No, but you just said localization.
They did... Technically, I didn't say they did something to make her speech special. I just said they did something else besides rhyming. Ding pot by the bench. Who is the nicest looking wench?
I mean, if we reference Red Dragon in.
I'm going with C.
Thank you, Jared.
You got A, B, C, D. Now, Zurich and Max can't keep going because there's no E or F.
God damn!
Fuck you.
He was gonna try anyway.
He's right there.
Fuck you. Fuck you both. Okay, what are your actual answers, you two?
I'm torn between 2 of them, so...
Also, in case you don't know,
Zarek went that.
muted.
I was torn between A and D, so I'll go A because he went D.
And the answer is?
They made her elongate certain syllables. They also made Grunty speak like an old woman, but instead of ending sentences with jaw, she ended them with jaw.
Okay, I knew it wasn't either of the other 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always loved the great one.
See, instead of ending her sentences with L, she ended them with 5.
I was so mad. How long have I been muted for?
Like 3 questions at most.
Alright, so where's the question about Kazooie specifically?
Kazooie is not a uniquely numbered fighter. But who is?
Terry!
Crack Shoot is one of the most clear voice lines in Terry's moveset. What kind of kick is Crack Shoot? An axe kick, a switch kick, an upward hook kick, or a small heel back kick?
Oh, wait a second, it's one of these...
I hope these 2 animations make it clear enough what kind of kick he's doing. Like, the motion of it.
It's closest to that, I think. But I also don't know if one of the others is like a specific variant of this where you jump or something.
None of these kicks are variants of each other. They're all, like, separate things. A kick cannot be 2 of these at once.
Okay.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Terry
Bogard.
Hey, Bogard!
From...
King of Fighters!
Oh, man.
Fist of Fury or King of Fighters. I don't know.
He's the Pokemon trainer in 10 years.
Like, so, SNK mostly does fighting games, so they have a lot of, like, crossing over their IPs, and so Terry is kind of just the company mascot at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
His hat literally says where he comes from.
I thought I already pressed it, my bad.
Yeah, but
A-A-A-D-A.
It's not
the correct answer is an axe kick.
That's not...
It's an axe kick, but he's airborne at the same time.
But what the fuck?
Yeah.
What was your answer?
Switchback kick is when you spin around kicking backwards.
Yeah, I know it's not that. What were the options again?
Terry!
The options are Terry.
Small heel back kick.
I'm just gonna roll with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I googled small heel back kick and I don't even find anything. But yeah, that definitely looks like an axe kick that you just jumped into the air to do first.
Yeah, an axe kick is one where you, like, go downwards and strike with your heel.
Yeah, I remember seeing Jeremy do that to a desk.
Yeah. Terry is currently voiced by Takashi Kondo. Outside of localizations for appearance with heavy dialogue, such as the movie, Terry has never been voiced by a native English speaker.
Are you okay? Buster Wolf!
My favorite is the voice line for Burn Knuckle, where it sounds like he's yelling, Granny! 75.
Byleth!
For which of these reasons should Byleth not have their other 3 weapons, Amir, Earnhardt, and Fail Not, in Smash Bros.? A. She cannot use them. B. She could use them, but never gains access to them. C. The weapons cannot appear together in one place, or they become one. Or D. Their power is diminished when anyone with a chosen wielder uses it.
I'm just guessing. I keep guessing. I don't know.
I've only ever seen the one playthrough of this. I never deep dived into the lore of Three Houses yet.
I don't know this.
You said that, and now that makes me remember the one, like, thread in the Fire Emblem, like, where the guy comes in, he's like, I've never played a Fire Emblem game, ask me anything about the series, and he keeps fucking being correct somehow.
What, really?
Yeah, my favorite is like, hey, how many houses are there in Fire Emblem 3 houses? 4. You're right. No fucking way.
To be fair, that's a common trick question, but yeah.
Really? It's 4?
Yeah.
The reason she shouldn't have these weapons is because her stockings are distracting.
Okay, it looks like everyone's gone with D except Dan, who went with B. The correct answer is D, their powers diminished. While the hero's relics deal damage to those without crests, which are inborn magical powers, having the wrong crest only prevents the special abilities from being used.
You are special. You are not quite special enough, but you are still special.
No,
Thus I will not kill you.
Also,
You aren't a plebeian, but you are not quite who I wanted.
Also, Dan dropped out.
Next question, I guess. Power through it.
I think Dan's stress got raised with his dad coming in, so...
Yeah.
Which of the following was a deciding factor for Min Min to be the arms fighter in Smash? A.
Noodles.
Her arms showed off a variety of the game's arms as opposed to the imagery of various boxing gloves. B. Her reflector kick was deemed the least obtrusive character gimmick to include. C. Min Min won a popularity contest held in-game in arms. Or D. None of the above.
Bear in mind, this is the deciding factor.
Yeah.
You know, couldn't you switch arms on any fighter?
Yes.
But why would they have, like, I don't know, Bark and Bite use frickin' the Ram? You know?
I feel like this was talked about in a thing, but I don't remember.
I believe all of these are reasons that were counted. I just don't know which one is the deciding factor. For sure. But apparently I'm the ringleader here, because that's 3 people who've said A.
Don't you mean the Ram leader?
Really?
Yes, really.
I think we all deserve a point for having to listen to that.
I'm like,
that means nobody gets 2 points.
Fuck it,
But the people in the ARMS universe who have this shit just canonically have no arms otherwise.
I don't think they explore that.
I don't remember.
I think there's
she's got arms in that picture right there, you see.
I think the idea is
I
think these are like cybernetic amputations or something.
No, I mean, it's an ability that can turn on and off.
Min Min was chosen due to being arms director Kosuke Yabuki's favorite character, so when Sakurai discussed with the arms team about which character to include, she was the chosen one to pitch.
Oh.
Also, all those other reasons are based off of a Twitter thread I found once before that was revealed, where a guy just really went in depth on how Min Min was the best option.
Thank you for making me feel like I should change my answer. I Garrett, that's the whole reason why I went with D, because you're like, I'm the ringleader, because 3 people said it. It's like, fine, I'll change my answer.
Zarek has decided I have to be different.
Alright, 77. Alex.
What the fuck?
Steve and Alex were designed to be fairly generic humans in Minecraft. Aside from a difference in the skin texture, Alex is actually smaller overall. Which part of Alex is smaller? Her arms?
Anyone who has had to design a Minecraft skin knows this answer.
Her torso? Or her head?
You're welcome.
Why do you stumble on torso?
I've freaking...
Her chesticles.
What the fuck?
It is her arms.
Steve!
Alex's arms are 3 pixels wide rather than 4.
Yeah, this was really annoying whenever her model came in and people suddenly started using those and I had to alter skins.
Any particular reason why?
Because I believe Alex was specifically meant to be more feminine, and back then, feminine equals smaller.
Also, maybe they just wanted a different model.
Slender.
So they changed the only thing about her that they could do without affecting gameplay.
Next up,
even so, can't she carry everything that like he can?
Sephiroth's 3
the guy's whose name I can't remember.
Sephiroth's 3-meter-long blade, the Masamune, is quite the sight to behold. It's named after a real person. Who were they? A famous swordsmith? A Final Fantasy concept artist? A famous emperor? Or a famous samurai?
Did anyone see the Sephiroth mod for Trombone Champion where they gave him a freakishly long trombone to mock his sword?
Wait, really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
It goes off screen like Doug Tibberdale's hat.
I can't wait. I can't wait to say why I know this answer.
I feel like for all the.
Why do you know it, Max?
Because Warehouse 13 had an artifact called the Hanjo Masamune, which was a sword that could cleave light and turn the user invisible, and it was said to have been forged by and named after a famous swordsmith named Masamune.
Yes. So Goro Naruto Masamune was widely considered Japan's best swordsmith. While he made Tachi and Tonto, his Tachi were regularly cut down to katanas, and none remain intact today. Sad history. Artifacts getting lost. Next question, number 79.
Pyra!
In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Pyra joins the party by begging Rex to take her to Elysium and meet the architect.
Hey, I just finished watching a Let's Play of this, so I actually know this.
I haven't gotten this far in the game yet!
She doesn't explain her reasons. Why does she want to meet the architect?
Well, Max, you may want to look away.
I mean, I don't care as much as I do about Final Fantasy VII, so I'm probably just gonna nobody cockblock. Guys, please.
I mean, if you want to look away, I'll like PM you when we finish the question.
Nah, it's fine.
All right.
I don't care that much.
Good.
Guys, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I could nobody cockblock, but fuck it.
Correct answer is to end her life. I got like multiple people who were like, "Can you like change that fake answer?" I'm like, "It's the real answer."
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, she's suicidal.
My life is paid!
Blades are normally immortal, returning to their core crystal and being reborn upon death. Even fragmenting the crystal, which is the case for Pyra and Mythra, only decreases their regeneration abilities. The pair want to end their life due to considering themselves too much of a danger to others after an incident 500 years ago, where they unleashed too much power.
There's a DLC about it.
I could be more specific about it, but I was like reading the wiki trying to figure out what happened. I was like, you know what, fuck that. Nobody's going to care enough. Because there's like,
AKA PTSD guilt.
Because like the next level of detail about that event 500 years ago is too much detail, you know?
It's a lot, yeah.
Alright, 80.
Mythra!
Hi, Mythra. I'm glad you actually are wearing pants here.
Mythra is a blade, a weaponized life form tied to a person. Pyra and Mythra are like Rex's blade. What's the person who controls the blade called? Wielder? Driver? Master? Or director? Yeah, you all hit B.
If you've played the game for 5 minutes, you know this.
You they kind of rub it in your face.
I've played it for like 30 minutes, I haven't met a blade yet.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just copied the answer because everyone else just started putting it in. I'm like, I don't want to feel left out.
Okay.
My God, you're a real driver! I've never seen one before!
Some blades, like Pyra
Maybe
and
I can
Mythra,
become a
can be
driver,
wielded by
touches
specific
crystal,
drivers,
vomits blood.
while others can be wielded by anyone.
Indoor, if you really wanted to throw people off, maybe you should have said something about Nia.
Hi!
Kazuya!
While in Tekken 1, Kazuya was painted as a hero, later games in the series reveal him to be a ruthless villain. Which of the following villainous acts did Kazuya not do? A. Torture his son's love interest to death in front of him. B. Took control of the island of Hokkaido and declared it a sovereign nation. C. Genetically engineered animal super soldiers. Or D. Declared World War III. Personally.
I just love that addition of personally.
World War III is now. Says who? Says me.
I mean, there's a difference between declaring it and, like, single-handedly deciding I'm going to force World War One. I just want to make sure it was clear, like, which direction.
Why did you say one? Doesn't mean three?
Yes. I said
1,
three the
3.
first
What's
time.
What's the difference? The difference isn't too big.
The difference is one of those is how many points nobody has.
Difference is to start World War III, you could send an email. To start World War One, you had to send a letter.
You can start World War III.
Ooh, I got another hydrate redeem.
What do you mean
Rhino,
hydrate?
do you have any knowledge of this series?
Not at all.
Everyone going to C except Rhino? Well, guess the fuck what? Rhino's correct. It's Despite...
Wait!
Right, it's which one did he not do? Fuck. Well, that wouldn't have actually changed my answer, but...
Now my question is,
You know what?
why,
What
animal soldiers? I don't know any animal soldiers.
I don't remember the specifics, but like he was responsible for one of the like animal monster hybrid fighters.
Are you talking about King?
Probably. Despite Jin and Kazuya's
just wearing a
opposition to
mask.
each other, Jin and his love interest Ling remain untortured thus far in the series.
They remain untortured.
I could have sworn that.
I believe it happened to
sworn they were tortured.
Yeah, no. I could have sworn that the.
No, I was talking about the freaking animal people.
Also, you're
I
muted
could've
again,
sworn-
Derek.
I could have sworn King was not an animal person. He just had a mask on.
Yeah, he does have a mask.
Like I just went to like his wiki page, and that was one of the things he did. It's like he's responsible for like animal super soldiers. I'm like, cool.
But I could've
I'm
sworn
making
those
trivia
look like-
about this.
But I'm pretty sure
Tekken-
it's working hot chick with the whole Devil Gene thing.
Is
All
Tekken
right.
the one that had a literal raptor as a fighter at one point?
Yes.
Okay.
Was that the Animal Soldier?
Sora!
Maybe. 82, Sora. Dive into the heart artwork is known to be censored to remove Disney iconography. Which of the following dives have their character portraits removed or replaced? Roxas, Terra,
This one.
Aqua,
I bet I
or
know.
Riku?
Oh, yeah, I bet I know this one.
Answer E, Sora, is also correct.
You know what they really don't like?
I don't.
I will answer whatever
Oh,
answered.
I think I know what you mean now.
Yep. that bareback skin, they just cannot take it.
You're wrong, it's Riku!
What?
Riku's diving heart contains Mickey Mouse, so it was replaced with Roxas, I think.
I
Smash.
forgot about the freaking Mickey Mouse.
Sora's diving heart was also censored as it contained Donald Duck and Goofy.
Yeah,
These
that
were-
one I knew.
These were replaced with the Starfruit and Raft pictures used as dive into the mind. These same
I
censor
was
designs
thinking
have been
about
used
other
before
censorship.
in promotional material during anniversary events.
See, I thought the empty circles meant that someone was removed.
I just went with Rhino.
Look, that's the thing. I was thinking of other kinds of censorship, which they still actually did do, just not in this particular situation.
Yep.
They literally put straps across her back.
Let's keep moving forward because that's not the end of a PowerPoint.
Master Hand.
Question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Freaking, we have a new challenger.
Yeah, Master Hand's a playable character in Smash Brothers. You all forgot, didn't you?
No, I didn't forget.
Master Hand is the final boss of Smash Brothers, except for one game. In the Subspace Emissary, that honor goes to Taboo. What was the two's relationship? A. He was Taboo's unwilling servant. B. He was Taboo's second in command. C. He was Taboo's equal partner. Or D. He was Taboo's main rival.
Is it bad that whenever I was reading those, Taboo's picture behind the word main made it look like he said he was Taboo's math rival?
I wish that was the answer.
I'm just going to go with everybody else on this. I don't know Smash lore.
And Derp, about how many questions do we have left?
That was the last one.
Oh.
He was Taboo's unwilling servant. Master Hand was quite literally being puppeteered until Ganondorf was knocked into him and disconnected with chains. Master Hand has also always been voiced by the announcer of the current Smash Bros. Game.
Which currently is the same voice as Joker.
Correct.
Yes.
And freaking
Mark
that
Hamill.
one freaking. I will slap you. Fucking, and yeah, that scene where you just saw that he was literally just like chained up. That's one stuck to me since I was a kid because he's like, holy shit! Like even the villain being puppeteered, like yeah, Jesus.
Fun fact for those who don't know, after he gets knocked off the chains, you clearly see him bleeding out of those spots.
Yeah. He also then tries to punch Taboo in the face and just dies as a result because it fails.
Alright, so the quiz is finished. Thank you all for playing my game.
It was fun!
Let's go over
the final scores.
Final scores.
But who won?
Okay, so in last place with 4 points is nobody.
Fuck you, nobody.
Nobody lost.
In 6th place with 41 points is Courier Dan.
Who also left early.
In 5th place with 49 points is Rhino.
Yay! I came in this knowing fucking nothing.
In 4th place with 52 points is Zeracraft.
Yay.
In 3rd place with 53 points is Enigma Mystere.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you had one
I
more
thought
point
it
than
totally.
me.
I kept thinking I was one of the lowest people. What the fuck?
No.
You got 4 more points than Rhino.
It was always a race between you and me throughout. I just could not catch up to you after I missed
Now then,
3
in
questions.
2nd place with 65 points, who do y'all think it is?
I hope it's Jero.
I know who it is, so...
I hope it's Max!
It is...
Yeah.
Boom goes Maximus.
Yeah, damn.
And so in 1st place with 66 points is Jero.
I got it back!
You got it because the Little Mac information was wrong.
You shut your mouth!
It wasn't fucking wrong! Oh wait, you mean
He's
things
too
random
light
people...
to take part in the Olympics, I swear to God.
It's thing random people said that was true at some point in history, but not the most accurate current info.
I'm so mad at myself. I've been helping Max. There's still some questions that because I got wrong, I'm mad at myself for.
I will say, I think we all learned something today. Rhino learned about Kingdom Hearts censorship.
I already do.
Zarek
censorship.
Zarek learned about a lot of games that he hasn't played. E learned that he knows more about video games than he thought he did. Dan learned that trivia questions aren't for him. Jero learned that he doesn't know as much about Street Fighter as he thought he did.
Fuck you!
I learned that the Olympics changes its boxing requirements every 4 years, and Endorb learned not to trust Cerebi.
Yeah, I knew you were going there.
Most important lesson of all.
And nobody learned that they should not take part in these because they lose.
Max,
Alright.
when you were saying for Endorb, I look over and his VTuber was just looking down when you were saying it. Her. Sorry.
So, fun fact, nobody actually got more points in this run than in the beta test. In the beta test, they got 2 points. Even though there was 2 players, because...
I feel like they probably weren't paying much attention.
I'm going to read out the credits now.
Now, oh, hang on, we need some good credits music.
Play World of Light. See how that turns out.
I don't have that. I have this, however.
The QA testers were Creamia Rose, Phoenix, Lunar Aura, Neverwalker, Odin, R.O.B the Inevitable, Sylvia Ahimov, Video Tree, and Yuriko. Additional question design was by Creamia Rose and Luna Aura. Stream design consultation was done by Meatball Girl and Molly. Art, the one piece of art I used that was official art, was Artisano Art. And beta testers were Sylvia Ahimov, Meatball Girl, and Molly. Credits done. This is the final slide.
I want to end this off with one final question.
Oh boy.
Oh?
Okay, here's what it is. In terms of Pokemon, which one is the most fit for...
Flareon. Flareon's the most fit
Anyways,
for cuddling.
moving on.
Flareon is the most fit for cuddling. Yes, thank you. Let's go.
Machamp is the most fit because all they do is work out.
Who works out?
But also, I was right about Pichu.
Of course you were. You're Max. Pichu's like your thing.
If I was wrong about Pichu, I would have been so mad. Especially when Pichu's question was about movesets, which is what my entire life has been for the last, 4 months. Also, I find it weird how you start off some questions, completely differently. In Pokemon, Pichu doesn't take recoil damage from every electric-type move. It does, however, learn moves that it can completely throw us off.
Look, I'm just annoyed at Smash, let's introduce gimmicks. Specifically for Lucario, that one annoys me. Because it's a gimmick that isn't particularly fun, and he had a gimmick right there waiting. Just make him not flinch against, flinching
That would be
hits.
incredibly overpowered. If people are not using the in-game canon-confirmed terminology, that's on them.
Just fighting games. Because, after all, we all know the fighting style that Ryu and Ken use is Shotokan.
Hey, can I just give an update on my temperature thing? Instead of now just saying temperature now, or the cold thing, it just now says cold red.
I thought you were going to say cold run.
Jesus.
No, it's just in red text with the triangle, just saying cold.
Alright, let's all say goodbye to stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm alive.
Yes, Jero.